as a recap for those who weren't here, or just those who need a reminder, last time we played, you tailed down a security officer to Fantasia's atmosphere processor and discovered that it was Marshall Garot's son Eric, who was caught in the middle of buying drugs. You managed to use this information to get Alexis Garot, the marshal, to call off her search of the Merkava and agree to go along with whatever Administrator Prince does in exchange for keeping this matter on the down low. While coming to this agreement, Fergus noticed a drop shuttle land and unload a Lasalle Bionational executive named Rick Sampson and his guards. And after Jack, Isabella, and Dave killed the corporate mercs guarding his shuttle, Jack discovered information on Sampson's master plan, which was divulged to Prince and convinced him to reject the offer made to him by Sampson. Thanks to Fergus, you also found dirt on Director Yang, who was revealed to be secretly keeping in touch with Governor General Pham Dinh, who was trying to get him to let the MSS assassinate the leadership and assimilate Fantasia into the UPP by force. Artyom managed to convince him to change his mind, so he too deferred to Prince's judgment, which resulted in Prince going along with Artyom's offer and allowing Valentino to conduct business in Prince's territory. We open now with you guys arriving at the den, doing the usual docking procedures without a fuss. So now your next step is to report to Speaker Vosk to drop off any bits of intel you wish to share, and of course to get paid. Especially because, like I said before, you'll get one bonus reward for getting dirt on the command staff, but an additional one if you hand over the PDAT with the information on Lasalle Bionational, which, if memory serves, the group was in favor of doing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so let me just pull us over to the station map. So, and just toggling off navigation of a bunch of old maps. Because I forgot to do that before the session. So you guys, yeah, you make your way into Speaker Vosk's office, and you know, she looks up from whatever paperwork she was doing and says like, "Well, I'm assuming if you're back, your mission was either a success or a failure. So which is it?"
As with most of our missions, we have succeeded. And with flying colors.
Jack will
Yeah,
sort of
she mainly
smirk
just
and
looks to Jack. She's like
yeah, sorry.
making direct eye contact with you because she's obviously tuned out at Dave.
I just kind of look over at Dave and says, "What colors are we flying? Are we flying the Jolly Roger?"
Jack will say, sorry.
Not now, Tobiah.
Oh, but I want to fly the Jolly Roger.
We can paint it as a Jolly Roger later.
Sounds good.
But yeah,
Jack will say,
Jack.
yeah, sorry guys. He'll say, job's done, price is on board. The other two were dealt with. I can't remember their name off the top of my head.
There were
Garot
Garot and Yang.
and Garot and Yang have been dealt with.
All right, and she says, do you have the proof that was asked for you or asked of you to keep them in line?
Out of character, I don't remember what proof she's referred to.
Well, I mean,
We
you don't
got
need the specific.
blackmail
She's just
for
asking
them.
you, do you have it? Like, so as in, like, you have it written down or like, whatever, so you can just hand it over. And I would say RTM in that case, he speaks up and he says, Speaker Vosk, here you go. And hands over, like a like basically the equivalent of like a USB drive that has the evidence that you got from the various logs, as well as written written logs that like basically like logs that he took of what he learned, like his conversations with, because I mean you also have to figure that he has, with his suit he has a helmet camera. So he was recording, like you could easily go back and look at all the footage. And so she says, you know like, well, Speaker Voss, plugs the. I'm assuming maybe, or alternatively, maybe it's one of those like cards that Ripley had in Aliens that she plugged into her computer to contact Burke.
Mm-hmm.
But she plugs that in and is looking over it and kind of, you know, I mean, she's obviously, proofread, like, not really proofreading, but just double checking it just to make sure that you're telling the truth. So there's definitely a brief wait. But she skims enough of it just to see, like, because I would assume maybe Artyom made like a a cut version that doesn't show the whole conversation, just like the damning evidence, and yeah, it
Yeah.
confirms her. I mean, it basically, what you say checks out. And she says, like, all right, well, time to figure out payment then for a job well done, and I'll have
Arium, have you
Artyom.
shown the Bionational incident as
Yeah, no,
well?
he turned that over. That was part of the information that he gave. Like he
Okay.
would have had it all on like a card and yeah, given that over. So he has bonus shares, so he gets a +2. So manipulation +2. Wow. Uh, knowing him, he'd push. So
If you would.
okay. Oh boy. Um, he did much better that time.
Holy cow.
Nice.
Um, so
He wouldn't have stress though, right?
that is
So it should
true.
only be the 3 regular successes.
Well, he would have one for the
Well,
pushing.
yeah.
So
Yeah, one
I'll
for
just
Yeah.
pushing.
deduct the last 2 instead of re-rolling that, so he would not have gotten that face hugger. So he's got 4 successes. Um, so the question is, do you want to put all that into bonus rewards, or do you want to put some of those into getting more money? Because you're making $24,000 for this mission, which divides evenly among the 6 player characters. So do you want
Well,
more
I
money
think
or more
we
bonuses?
so I think we should also be insisting that Isabella gets a share because she was definitely helping us with this one. So
Well,
I think
how we divide it is kind of up to us. She's giving
Yeah,
the
and
cash.
Speaker
We
Voss
can
doesn't give a
make
shit
it
about
bigger.
Isabella, so
right.
Yeah. Not gonna motivate her.
like, I mean, basically, it's technically only the 6 of you that are formally hired by Valentino. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
So
she's paying you.
maybe we use 2 dice for more money and 2 dice for bonuses. Is
Yeah,
there anything else we can get?
yeah. Well, you already get 2 bonuses automatically as well, so you'd be getting even more.
Okay, so 3 and 3
No, no.
then.
Okay, so I think it's either 20 or 25% increase. I will check that if you use a stunt for more money. So let's take a look. Oh, hold on, it's in the GM guide. So
Yeah, I think from the stuff we've been previously talking about, yeah. I think that's a good idea because Arium would be wanting more cash.
yeah. So where is? Trying to figure out where the fuck it is. Surely is it there? No, where the fuck is it? Um, bonus rewards. No, it's not fucking there. Um, actually, okay, payment. Successful manipulation, the players can increase this by 20% per success rolled. So if you're doing that 3 times, that is a 60%
60%.
increase. So now we got to figure out what 60% of um like 60% like basically, well, whatever you know is
What was the
basically
reward total?
$24,000. So that plus
So
whatever 60% of it is.
60% plus 60%, it'll be a
So
total of 38,400.
Okay. So now I
Because
need,
60% is for 14.4k,
yeah, hold
so it's total of 38.4.
on. So 38. Let's see, does that divide evenly by 6? Yes. So you guys are making $6,400 apiece. So, I'm going to put that in group notes.
Lovely.
Um, bonuses. 6,400. I'll keep updating that as we go along. Okay, so you all get paid, so you add $6,400. Now for the bonus
Okay.
rewards. So you get 3 rolls. So let's see. So the first one is more money. So 25% of whatever the original mission's payout was, which 24, that would be 6,000. So you get another 1,000.
Ooh.
The next one, a new piece of gear, which as a reminder is just one for the whole party, not one per person. So you can
Yeah.
figure out what that is, and then for the last one, if it's one you already got, I'll re-roll. Re-roll that because it'd be. Well, do you want another piece of gear, or do you want to try to get something else?
What else could we get? Because I think gear is pretty good.
So the different rewards as a reminder. So, well, I basically just locked off new vehicle because you don't have any more space.
Yeah.
So you can get a new piece of gear. I mean, obviously it'll be rolled, but a new piece of gear, additional financial bonus, a ship upgrade of your choice, a guaranteed / automatic bonus reward for the next mission you go on, and access to a bonus mission.
Okay, reroll.
All right.
I'd like to get the bonus mission if we can.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of which.
Okay.
Okay.
Boom.
Nice.
So, yeah. So I will update the thing. So.
Then what about the potential hard point and another spaceship weapon?
Well,
That could
you
be.
didn't get any ship upgrades,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
better luck next time.
Yeah, we're good enough.
Mission, and then to be determined. Okay. So those are your 3 bonus rewards. You can figure out the piece of gear now, or you can sleep on it. So, yeah. I mean, if you, yeah, like I said, if you have any ideas, we can figure that out. But if there's nothing else, Speaker of Osk, I mean, she puts in the logs, the rewards that you're entitled to, and she says, "All right, you're dismissed."
Okay.
Yeah, before she says that, Jack will say, um, this is the second time we've run into LaSalle Bionational, or what Bionational is what it.
Yeah, Lasalle
Um,
Yeah.
Bionational.
LaSalle Bionational. Are you sure they don't have it out for us?
Um, she says, "Well, let me put it to you this way, Jack. I don't think Valentino is going to be particularly happy to hear about this."
Why is that?
Um, she, well, she actually, well, she looks at you for a sec, kind of thinks it over, and looks at the rest of the party and says, "The rest of you get lost. Jack, stay put."
Understand, Bomb.
Um,
Yes, mother.
so basically everybody else disperses and she shuts the door, and then, or well, the
I'm
door
teacher's
shuts.
favorite.
Really, that wasn't clear. But she,
That won't have any
No one,
consequences down the line.
she
no one
says,
likes the kiss ass.
um,
Hmm.
yeah, well, I mean, he was the equivalent of like a kid, like a teacher's pet, ratting out somebody else in the class with Tobiah earlier. So,
I'm sorry, teacher. You
Yeah.
forgot to assign homework today.
yeah.
Proceeds to slap him upside the back of the head.
But anyway, so in all seriousness, she says that well, it was mentioned in the handout that you got from Samson, like when you um
Yeah.
like I'll pull it up on screen just as a reminder. Or where's join the fold, Samson's orders. Um, so yeah, because just for reference, it was mentioned in Samson's orders that um you know Bionational and Valentino have had a conflict in the distant past. Um, and
Hmm.
and I mean, and even just within the scope of the campaign, they've already interfered in one of your missions before. Um, so basically, she points out the fact that Bionational. I mean, she says that I'm reluctant to get into more detail on it, but you should know that Bionational and Valentino have had some friction in the past, and they've already interfered. I mean, even just in the time that you and your crew have been a part of this organization, they've already interfered in one of your missions, and then they just did it again. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure his patience is already see-through, but this is probably going to make him snap.
Ah, well, uh, if this is going to keep happening, we should know how to deal with them. I believe the first time we solved it without any shots being fired, but that definitely didn't happen this time. So I don't think Lasalle will be any happier.
Yeah, she says. I mean, it's not obvious if from the information that you brought back, if this was an intentional effort um, on Lasalle's part. If they knew about your mission and were actively trying to undermine you. But like I said, Bionational is a very touchy subject for Valentino, and I'm sure retaliation against that corporation is going to be in the forecast.
Okay, well, just keep me informed if anything. If they're gonna, you hear that they're gonna interfere in future missions, obviously we'll be ready.
Yeah. And she says, very well. And she says, you may rejoin the rest of your crew unless there's something else.
Nope, and
All right.
so I will
Yeah.
leave.
So,
And
oh,
um, one of the first things I want to do when I can't get out of this door.
oh,
It's closed.
yeah,
Uh, so one of the first things I want to do when I rejoin the rest of the group is I basically want to get the group to agree that we're gonna all give um, Isabella like a share of our money. I think if we basically give each 1,000, then she would have 6,000 and we'd have 6,400 each, which is basically equal.
yeah.
So she would get a
Yeah.
more or less equal share.
Yeah.
That's what I was giving her plus the three other guys. That
Oh, okay.
so
Okay, so hold on, you
you
were
know
Yeah.
giving, let's see, so,
I was
uh,
just like I would like to make it sort of like a more official thing because I know that we like individual people have been doing it, but at this point like she's actively helping us like on missions and stuff, and so she's de facto like a member of the crew.
yeah. All right, yeah, I mean, if you want to pay her, you can, so. And she has, spent the money on equipment, so I'm just adding money to the three RMCs that you hired. So,
yeah the squad that kind of has nobody left and gave Dave a heart attack.
the squad that basically had to them what happened to the Wolfpack in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Um,
Hmm.
That's mighty kind of you, Jack.
right
I
down to
agree we
having only
should
three
make it
people.
an official policy.
So I added Isabel's money, and then so you're in favor of giving Isabella 6K. I mean, is that a majority
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
the group?
basically.
Well, I guess an entirety vote
Well,
for all the players that are here.
I gave her a little bit over the 1,000 that he was
Right. I'm just
suggesting.
asking,
So
like, is the additional 1,000 for the bonus you got? Is that all? Is all that going to Isabella?
uh, whatever I put in there, that's what I was already giving her.
All right.
So like any of the extra money I would have gained, I would have just kept. So
Okay.
I whatever we had made for the mission, I took that and I split it up
Okay.
and did that.
Well, you made 6,400 for the mission itself, and then as a bonus reward, you got an additional 1,000.
Yeah, no, I kept that extra 1,000 and I was already giving
All
her
right.
1,000. So
Okay. So I'm going to just change the notes to the entirety of the present cast, because I'm not hearing anybody object, to give Isabella a cut.
I took away the 1,000 already
Alright.
from my.
Yeah, I didn't even add it to my sheet. I'm fine with giving it to her.
Alright. Also, I gave you guys your story point last time, right? Yeah, actually, no, now that I remember, I
Yeah.
did. I wasn't able to give it to Emily because you were capped, so.
Yeah.
Um, so you reach that agreement. So hold on, Isabella, we'll go up to 2,400 or 24,000. Are you going to? I mean, is anybody going to go talk to Isabella? Because she would still be aboard the ship. But I'm just curious, like, where is
Jack
everybody going?
Jack would want to go talk to her, because, like, basically, like, I feel like she should be treated as more of an equal member of the crew at this point,
All right.
especially
They,
since we were fighting together. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
would
and especially
accompany her.
after that, I will say that she doesn't, when she sees you approach, she doesn't have a very like the same sort of aggressive demeanor that she had when Fergus and then Lombardi's Lions were brought aboard. Um, she's still not in like a oh hi Jack kind of cheerful mood, but she just sort of she sees you acknowledge and says Jack.
well, I don't have that demeanor to anyone anyway. So she,
And I get that, but I mean she basically, I mean my
yeah,
point is that she's not in like a sunshiny mood by this point. She's not hostile towards you. She just, I mean, she acknowledges you in a way that's not definitively, friendly or hostile. So,
right, yeah, I get what you're saying. So Jack will just say to Isabella, "Hey, Isabella, I talked with the rest of the crew, and we agreed that you're basically a full member at this point. You've really helped us in the last few missions, and we're going to be dividing the mission rewards with you. And so like I'll have basically the $6,000 or whatever that
okay.
it's 6,000 total, right?
Yeah, 6,000 total.
So yeah, so Jack will say like, hey, from the mission rewards, we're giving you, or you earned, $6,000. So that's your cut of the mission. I hope we
And
can keep working together.
and she accepts it and says, "Thank you." Like kind of, surprised, not obviously not turning it down, but is just a little bit taken aback by such, like I mean, because Tobiah had been sort of steadily paying her, prior to that, but so much money as like a group investment, definitely kind of, you've definitely made an impact on her with by doing that. Um, the fact that everybody, I mean, again, like because it was just the players who were there at the time, and also, hey, Scrooge, um, but yeah, so I mean, she accepts it and actually thanks you for it. Again, not in a particularly, you know, touched, heartfelt way, but you know, not in like a thanks kind of snideness. So,
Yeah.
um, she accepts that and says, well, was there anything else?
Uh, you don't have to stay on the ship. I mean, you could come and hang out at the bar if you wanted. That's usually what some of us do after the mission.
Um, well, she says that, judging from my initial interaction with that platinum-haired witch, um, I'm sure that I'm technically considered persona non grata.
She treats every synthetic that way. It's not you specifically.
Um,
She doesn't get much out of the office, to be honest.
She's an equal opportunity syntheticist.
She's an equal opportunity racist.
Do I hear racism?
To one and all.
I'm your host, racist. But anyway, um,
Hello, hello.
Somebody stepping on my line of work.
I
Yeah.
guess you haven't
Well,
been there
anyway,
that long
Jack
yet.
will
You
just
don't get
finish.
along well with Speaker Bosk. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah. So anyway, Jack will finish. Yep. Just letting you know. Have a see you later, and I guess I'll walk out.
Yeah.
And rejoin the group.
And yeah, actually, she, something that you hear that kind of, surprises you is that she, I mean, again, not in a particularly cheerful way, but she says, "Hey, wait up," and she actually joins you.
All right,
It
so we've got
doesn't
the
have,
whole gang together. I
yeah.
don't know if you guys want to go pound some whiskeys or something. I don't know.
Do they have a karaoke bar at the
No, it's not that
karaoke
kind of,
thing?
you know, upbeat of an
No,
establishment.
Bro, get
Um,
Whitney Houston on.
so yeah, that does raise a question. Is the entire group going to stick together, or are you going to disperse and do different things?
well, we can do different things later in
Okay.
that sense. We can all go
Yeah,
like
so if you
for
want,
a together after sesh thing.
Yeah,
yeah, if you
that
want
sounds quite
to
good. I
have
mean,
a,
Artyom's buying, so you know.
Yeah, with this.
yeah,
I
so
don't see him saying no, so
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, no, he does. The bartender's like, put it on the tab, and then the bartender's like, you still
you're
haven't
gonna
paid your tab. It's like, in due time, comrade, in due time.
I'll
But
get
anyway,
to it eventually.
yeah, um,
Can we make it canon that his attitude of constantly pushing rolls also means that he would have no alcohol control and would just get shit faced all the time?
I
I
like
feel like
this person.
that'd be like a
yeah,
personality trait.
that tracks. I mean, at least when he's an NPC, I will make it so. Um, but yeah, so you
wait,
guys
when he
are,
literally has blackouts,
Hang on,
when he asks
hang
what
on, wait
happened,
a
he
minute.
won't say. Oh, you're planning there, Fergus.
Oh, were you waiting on me? No, I was just going on about how the DM went when I make him an NPC, and I was like,
I mean, he's here and here,
The
not here. Depends on situation times.
This other crew, I guess it's Lombard. I can't see her name.
Lombardi's
Like
Party
Lions, Mona.
Lions.
Lombardi. Who's been meeting with them? Do we know? Does the rest of us know them really?
Yeah, I mean, you
Unfortunately.
literally added them to your crew before you went off this previous mission.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Yes, forgot.
they were the ones that we found held up with all the uh you know
The mutants.
mutants. They were the only survivors
Yeah,
when we had to
Tobiah and
go
Kelly
recover the
are good
research,
with them.
and Dave says I have to. I'm taking samples for research
Right.
purposes. Yeah, those people.
Yeah. Because essentially, yeah, after the fourth major mission that you guys went on for Valentino, you rescued them during that mission. They were hanging out aboard the den during Kelly's bonus mission, and between that mission and the one you guys just did, they accepted Tobias' offer to join your crew because they didn't really have anything else to do. And the main thing is that they've been sort of like, you know, I guess, for the time being, kind of, maintaining and guarding the ship for you and when you're out and about, which is also part of the reason why Isabella has been joining you in the field, is because, now she doesn't have to do that.
And I also paid for an entire month of
Yeah.
their
Yeah, there's shore
stay
leave.
aboard the station. Yeah,
Yeah.
shore
Speaking
leave,
of,
and then
speaking of which,
I just paid them another grand.
so on the subject of shore leave, before you guys get your next mission,
Mhm.
what, in terms of living standards, what's the what are you guys doing as far as pay?
bed.
Um, where's
Paid for a month for me and Lombardi's Lions, so I don't know how much time we're staying here.
well, you'll be here for a couple of days,
Okay.
before the next mission happens, because as a bit of a spoiler, so well, two things. Number one is you're going to get your next mission rather quickly, but
Mhm.
also, um, because admittedly the next bonus mission would focus on Artyom and he's not here. I'm going to just, in this case, the main mission happens automatically. Um,
Mhm.
but in terms of living standards, like it varies between, it's $25 weekly, $100 weekly, $300 weekly, or $2,000 weekly. for living standards akin to minimum, basic, normal, and luxurious, respectively.
Do I have to pay?
Yes.
You can sleep in the cryopod with me watching over you if you want.
Okay, so what was the prices again? I would take sharing a room with the human-hating android than have you watch over me in cryo sleep.
I'm gonna give you a story point for that, dude. That was hysterical.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Thank you.
fuck.
That's such a
Your
180. I
name,
was
The
expecting
timing
it.
of that was masterfully done. Oh my god. Okay, but anyway, so the living standard costs. So
This is basically the situation in Futurama where Fry is in Bender's apartment and it's just a closet or whatever. It's basically, and he's like, kill all humans.
yeah, so okay, so it's $25 for like minimum living standards, which is considered like, you know, where is it? Um,
Think of it as bunk beds, and you have a shared bathroom.
yeah, it says you know, a small locker and personal effects areas built into the headboard. Privacy is accomplished through the use of blinds. Like you don't even have a door. And shower and toilet facilities are shared. That's for the cheapest living standards at $25 weekly. $100 weekly is, um, you know, crew quarters on colony and scientific exploration ships are often more roomy, consisting of a standardized studio area with a small private bathroom. If you're skilled enough, you might even rate your own viewport. Um,
That's the one I paid for
yeah, that's kind of
for
between
the
basic and
entire
normal.
month.
And then luxurious is lavish to the extreme. These penthouse apartments on starships and stations are sometimes located on a separate module with its own support system and supplies. They are spacious, extravagantly stocked with food, drink, and whatever its occupants might need to survive for up to 2 years on their own. Like so, basically like Vickers, Life Pod, and Prometheus.
Would this place even have luxury centers? Just like a pirate gang den, you know? I don't
Oh,
know that
I'd
it would
True.
have
say
the super luxury,
probably Valentino's is the only luxury
right?
area.
And
Yeah.
maybe Vosk and like his
Yeah,
top lieutenants, but everyone else, like at best, you could probably get the Galaxy
yeah.
standard.
Galaxy Dinner would probably be the highest
Hmm.
available.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
So
that's
Jack will definitely get that. That's what you said, 200 or something.
300
Uh,
for normal.
yeah, 300 for normal.
I mean, I was going to say, Kelly, because we're roughnecks, do we want a bunk?
Yeah, I was gonna pay for the normal accommodation. We can split that.
Yeah, you can split
Yeah.
it.
Just like share a place.
Yeah.
So
The non-murder. You ignore the murder android to the android that wants to watch you in the sleep to the one that's never going to sleep.
yeah.
Well,
Also,
yeah, exactly, because it also means that I get the bed, and she's the one that's shown I can be the most racist too without anything happening.
so
Dave is just confused about the selective racism. It's
Yeah.
almost like people don't
Isabella
like him
has
especially.
damage, by the way. I just realized. So I mean, Jack, if you want to
Ye-
fix her up, you can. It's just a
I mean,
contact
if you
roll.
think about it, if you were human, you'd understand.
I understand plenty.
I'm gonna get put on a
faggots.
watch list.
Join the club.
I will remember this next time we go on a mission and you need to sleep.
I need a contact roll from Jack. Your
Sorry, who
electronic
am
tools.
I?
You're
Who am I
fixing
healing
Isabella
Okay,
because she took some
300
Okay, so I
damage
guess
from.
for
we can say that happened while I was telling her about the
600.
Yeah.
um, getting
Dave
paid
can
and all
opt
that.
to give you an extra dice, just in case.
So.
Well,
And don't forget,
you're
you
not
have the
there with me. I don't think.
you do have the
Yeah,
plus
not in
two
that,
from
not in that moment, but you can like call over since it takes a while anyway, like a few
Yeah.
hours.
I think I have enough.
Yeah.
Okay,
So.
okay.
plus two.
You can do it on your own.
We also have the plus two from the supplies that
Yes.
were rated.
Yeah. So you get a +2 from that, and then a +1 from your electronic tools. So
Okay, okay.
you're rolling in contact with a +3.
Oh, the blesses.
All right, nice. So you patch her up, and she, you know, thanks you for that in addition to the money that you gave. Okay, so
Jack, I guess I've repaired her before, right? Or has it only been Kelly before? I think I
I
have.
think have repaired. Well, I think this is the first time Isabella's taken damage. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You fixed her eye. That was about it.
yeah,
Okay. So I guess while I'm doing that, I'm telling her, uh, I'm getting used to this. Kelly gets beaten up a lot.
You fixed all of us
Well, I got
now.
completely destroyed
Yes.
once. I think
It's like
Dave's
I'm getting a
still
lot of
taking the
practice
most
at
beating.
this.
An actual technician.
Mhm.
You whipped up that meme very fast.
You know they didn't have it ready.
oh Jesus,
I'm a one-man meme machine. Sorry, I'm just derailing this section.
fucking hell, no, this is perfectly fine.
I love it, man.
So, okay, so Jack is hanging out with Isabella, fixing her up, and small talking and stuff. Kelly and Fergus are bunking together. Artyom's probably just getting shit faced. Tobiah and Dave, what are you doing?
Tobiah, can I leave you on your own? Can I trust you that you won't make a mess?
He just looks over at Speaker Vosk's office, I'm guessing, but
Yeah. Can I
just,
trust you,
just,
Tobiah?
just kind of eyes. It's like I'll be good. With a devilish grin.
no, you look and then Dave kind of steers your head back towards him. I'm over here.
As your
I
medical
promise I'll be good.
doctor,
I promise
as
I'll
your
be good.
medical doctor, the most I can ask of somebody in your mental position is don't get
Oh yeah,
caught. Don't get caught. And
you
he
you
just
you, al- you also have my diary that I've been like writing all my hallucinations and stuff in too. If you
yeah, he's
remember.
worried as fuck.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, if you remember, like I was like, I gave you that book too. It's like, here you go. And
Yeah.
just like, ugh.
If
Oh
you
boy.
need to talk to somebody, Tobiah, we can arrange that.
Talking.
Just
What's talking?
oh boy. Just be careful and don't cause a scene. Okay? Okay.
I don't know what you're talking
David's
about.
gonna go to his lab and do his lab stuff here
Yeah,
since things is
so
got
I'll say you'll
effect.
have enough time to do one roll for like one medical aid for making a thing of darts of your choice, or if you want to keep doing it, because I don't like the face hugger. I don't think you fully finished
Yeah, the
experimenting with
acid
it.
I haven't gotten the ability to create it yet.
Yeah,
I haven't
so that's
succeeded at medical roll.
another medical aid.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You understand it?
All right.
I mean, I think it would be pretty challenging to do that because you'd have to devise a dart that can encapsulate the acid, right?
That's
Well,
why I
it might
fucking
not
failed
necessarily
the
be like
first time.
xenomorph acid. It's just for the sake of like because you could potentially recreate something like a lesser you know
So wait,
An
version of that.
imitator.
is
Yeah.
David making like an acid bullet
Yes.
kind of thing? All right, I just want to
I
say
have
how much I
darts.
think Dave's a really cool character.
Oh, Fergus, if you only
How the
knew the
tables
other
turned.
darts I had. You knew what I could stick in your hole, boy. The acid is the least of your worries, man. You see, Tobiah wasn't always like this.
You're probably wondering how I got here, but anyway. So all right, so
Okay,
give me
let's
that
see.
medical aid roll
Let's see if I can get that acid from
for
Timu.
this.
Come on.
For... Oh, you do. All right. Well, now I
Yeah,
will say
yeah, I'll
that's
be able
for
to
sort
make
of
some.
cracking the code on, the face hugger and like the composition of the blood.
Nice.
So you don't have any darts, but you do now have the means to make them, or make like a less potent
Lovely.
version that has like a similar effect.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. My kit for my necessary darts is almost complete.
Oh Christ. Um. So unless there's anything anybody specifically wants to do, something that happens pretty early on in your shore leave is um, you
I
actually.
have one thing
Oh no.
because Dave gave me the idea.
Oh shit.
I'm going to try and sneak into Speaker Voss's office and just listen to all the conversations he's having.
Sneak into the office? Like, how
Not
would you?
like I would be in like air return vents or something.
Oh, or like the overhead
Need help
ceiling
during an
tiles.
event?
Yeah.
Oh no. All right.
Because I'm
Okay.
somewhat of a vent gremlin myself.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, so are you joining him
He
or are
can teach you
you?
the way.
I don't tell him I'm going.
Okay.
Just, I would also mention, Jack would want to like speak one-on-one with Fergus and like learn more about him. So
Okay.
that might be going on in parallel,
Okay.
unless
All right,
Fergus
okay, yeah.
decides to do this other thing instead of.
No,
So,
no, 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 no.
okay.
I
So
can
we'll
delay
focus on
the-
Tobias' little shenanigans first, because he brought it
Yeah,
up first.
I'll say Kelly will get to know Fergus as well, but
Okay.
yeah, let's look at
So,
Tobiah and his shenanigans.
Tobiah, I need you to do a mobility roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Oh. Oh dear.
Oh god. So
He
roll.
succeeded.
She has a -2, by the way, because
Oh.
of my
Well, is it hold on, -2 for
trying to spot me. It
well,
is
it's
a
not
-2.
well, she's not actively searching for you though.
Yeah.
Do you have stealthy talent or what?
Yes, I do. I do have stealthy. Others get a -2 dice to observation when rolls when trying to
Yeah.
spot you in stealth
Well,
mode.
she's not trying to spot you. This is a passive observation, so she can't push.
Yeah.
So, like, that talent from what I described, like, that's if you're actively trying to hide from something. Well, I mean, if you're trying to hide from something that's looking for you, but in this case, she's not looking for you because she doesn't know you're there, or at least, she.
I fall through the ceiling.
Yes.
I mean, you do get like passive rolls to detect things, even if you're not sure that they're
Yeah,
there.
that's what
like,
that's what the roll
she
was,
sees
to
we
see
do.
if she hears you.
Yeah.
And the problem is because it's a tie. The tie is not a success, so yeah, I like the suggestion that Tobias suddenly falls through the ceiling.
It just goes.
And
Looks up at Speaker Boss is like, "How did I get here?"
and
This isn't the brothel.
she looks at so it was one of the crews, like, it's a crew that you guys haven't interacted with before. I don't have a token for the character yet, but like,
Yeah.
the guys in the office, because she was giving like a mission briefing to somebody else, and then she says to the guy, you might want to leave. This is going to get ugly.
Good idea. And I just try to follow them out.
No, what she does is you try to go for the door, like they're ahead of you, and then all of a sudden the door shuts.
I just try opening the door. I'm not even paying attention to her. I'm just
No,
trying
it's
to
gonna
open
be
the
it's
door.
like Rogue One where the rebels are trying to get the door open while Vader's approaching.
Open the door!
No, I'm just like pushing the button. Like, I don't know what's going on. Why is
I
the
think
door
there's something
opening?
wrong with your door. It won't open.
Maybe you need to get maintenance down here.
And she
I think
draws her
something's wrong with the
sword,
door.
and
I'm gonna stick it with
I'm
the
still like-
conduction.
and she
like-
says, this time I won't kill you, but don't worry, this is only going to hurt a lot. And she's going to hit you with a sword. And she's going to, so she's not killing you, but she is doing a crit in sheer rage. And so I need you to roll. And if it's something like lethal, then reroll, but roll me a critical injury. Dog.
You lucky
Come on,
motherfucker.
I just kind of like she swings, I duck and I roll my.
So, well, you're down on the ground. You maybe
So
she's
so
flash-
we okay. So I think I have a role play for this, right?
yeah.
She slashes at you, you dodge, but then you stumble and fall and sprain your ankle, and you're just like rolling on the ground pathetically.
Peter
And-
Griffin.
So, and you're holding your knee. So she stomps on that sprained ankle, and pins you down, and she points her sword at your neck, and she says, "Next time, it's your life. Now get the fuck out of my sight."
It's like, I didn't do anything.
You really want to keep saying that? That's
Not
right,
even.
sir.
And,
It's like, I didn't do anything.
and at that
All
point,
I
she
did
goes
was I
from
was
pointing at
trying
you to slightly prodding you with the tip of the sword in the neck.
like,
And she says,
as I'm saying this, I am like scooting myself out of her office. Like,
"No, she's pinning you down. You're not going anywhere."
oh, I'm like, but I'm trying. I'm physically trying to leave as I'm saying this is what I'm
Yeah.
getting at.
Well, you're
So
like
like,
scurrying, trying to like grab at the floor, but she's just standing on your leg and pinning you down.
yeah,
But
I'm like, I was like, I wasn't doing anything. I was looking for my lost marbles.
Oh my god.
she yeah, well then, I mean, she just glares through you, but is going to once the point has in her mind, once the point's been made, she presses
Yeah.
the button to like remote open the door, and then she
Mhm.
like kicks you and like shoves you out of the room, and then slam. Well, I mean, it's a pressurized door, so she can't really slam it, but shuts the door, and all the people that were outside of the room, they just stare at you like crawling away.
No, it's like I leave the office like that gif, like, ah! And, like,
Just
and I look up at him as well. So it's like, so, how's it going?
You're probably wondering how I got here, you say, looking at the
Yeah.
camera.
As you're like limping out.
It's just like that bit from Free Birds where he says to the camera that we're going back in time, and then you just have somebody pick go, who are you talking to?
Yeah, that's what the other crew is. I mean, they just kind of, I mean, they look at you, and then the leader knocks on the door and says, "Speaker Voss, can we come back in?" And then the door just opens. They go back in. They don't even show you any sympathy. They just go in, and the door shuts. Tobias just there on the deck with a fucking broken ankle, like it's slashed ankle.
Yeah, I just like stand up and I start howling myself over to Dave. Like,
Everybody just watches as you crawl through the space station all the way back to the Merkava.
Just like
no,
really long blood trail.
I'm doing like, I stand up on one foot and I do a 1 foot hop.
Tobiah,
Oh
I
yeah, and
asked
and I'll
one
say everybody
thing.
who's aboard the ship is
One
well.
thing.
Let me ask you this: so Fergus, Kelly, and Jack, are you having your like get to know each other chat aboard the Merkava or at the bar?
I think we would definitely be at the bar, not on
Yeah,
the
I
ship.
feel like bar.
Right at the
Okay,
bar.
so
Yeah.
you're hanging out at the bar. Dave's in his fucking laboratory, and like, you know, you hear Tobias shouting out, and then like hobbling into the room, blood leaking from his ankle, leading a fucking trail.
Tobiah, what the actual fuck, man?
I was looking for my marbles and I fell through Speaker Voss's roof.
Tobiah, listen to me. You have never had any marbles to begin with. You will never have your marbles returned to you. Stop looking for them. I
Aw,
ask
like
one
my
thing.
marbles.
I ask one thing of you. One thing. Do not make yourself seen. And you fall
My fault that the
through.
vents are faulty.
Okay. Then like in roleplay, I imagine this is why David kind of only gets to actually be able to research the acid, but he can't make anything because it's interrupted
Yeah,
by this. And he's like,
pretty much.
"Yes, okay, let's fix this. Let's fix this." But
Yeah.
Tobiah,
You
you really are tempting me that when we return from our missions to not wake up your cryo station. I'm really tempted, honestly.
I
But
mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Oh god.
I'm going
Anyway,
to give you the
so
opportunity. But
yeah, I need you to do a medical aid roll to treat his crit.
I can't believe you. This is all she did to you.
Oh,
You
believe me,
lucky
it would
son
have
of a
been
bitch.
worse. But I'm a very agile guy.
Well, let me check a personal medkits how much that gives me. +2.
Is
Don't
this
you have
even something you can roll to stop? Because it just says
It-
healing time shift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's if it's broken, is
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
you're right.
If it had nurse, it would quicken his
Oh,
healing time, but
okay.
it don't have nurse,
Oh,
so I
well,
just look it over
either
and
way,
go like,
yeah,
Yeah, you just look at him and says, "You'll be
you'd
fine."
succeed anyway. So,
Just go lay
okay.
yeah,
down and stop causing trouble.
Yeah, well, you definitely
yeah,
patch up
he
the
just
bleeding
does
in
a
his
little.
in his ankle.
Yeah, he gives it a little kind
So,
of treatment with what he has,
and now you get to
patches it
mop
up,
up all the
and
fucking blood that he left dripping throughout the fucking ship. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, so, and I will say for now, I mean, for the conversation with Jack, Kelly, and Fergus, do you actually want to have that conversation, or is that just sort of like a background sort of thing?
I think we should, because I mean, I think it's like out of character, right? It's a good thing for Fergus to explain who his character is, because we
Yeah,
don't really
I mean,
know much.
yeah, that's my default. I'm just asking, as a group, do you guys want to do that? Which, I mean, if you do, then you can have
Yeah.
that conversation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll have
during
to.
the shitstorm that Tobiah got himself into, you guys are hanging out. I'm not going to move your tokens of the bar, but you're hanging out at the station's bar and getting to know each other. Is it just the three of you, or are you inviting anybody else?
I mean, I would invite Isabella because she was with our group. I mean, I don't know if anyone else volunteers to come.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe Luna, like if she's
Yeah,
around also.
yeah, yeah. Luna would join. So it's basically, I'll just move the tokens out of the way. Yeah, just just these five. So how's the conversation opening up?
So yeah, so Jackal, you know, basically offer to buy everyone around and say, well, Fergus, you proved yourself on the last mission. Uh, have you dealt with these situations before or done this work before?
I mean, well, I'm a mechanic. I've done stuff. I mean, I've seen stuff, but nothing like that.
Not as much action as you're used to.
Well, I mean, kinda.
All right, then keep your secrets.
Well, that was a short conversation.
Well, I mean, there's
Jack,
multiple other people in this conversation.
So, I think you mentioned it before, but what was your previous crew like? I don't imagine they were quite as colorful as
Well, there wasn't any
your
androids in them,
current
that's for sure.
group.
But speaking of, considering there's synthetics here, what do you guys prefer? It, thing, synthetic, AI?
Out of
I
her in Isabella's case, that's a very good question because I don't think she's ever really thought about that. Um, Definitely not it or thing. She makes very clear because she says
Right.
artificial or not, I'm a person.
He sort of
mhm.
looks at her when she says that, and he sort of goes, "Yep, yep, no, okay, person it is."
I agree. We're all people here. Synthetic is fine, but yeah, just you know, I'm Kelly. You can call me that. You don't need to, you know. I did say, oh, where's the human? I wouldn't get anywhere if I'm looking for any of you. So
Yes, fair, fair. I sort of take a swig of the drink I've got, and this will go. But anyway, yeah, my previous crew, the fixers, bunch of young kids that are just trying to get money. I joined along because they needed an extra hand. We did pretty well. Basic jobs, repairing stuff, and then, the leader guy here, he sent us on a mission to some old derelict ship. See what parts we could get. And he sort of stops and stares at his drink for a bit before he goes, "Oh, there's something else on that ship."
There always is.
Yeah. And then Luna kind of pipes up and, says, this story definitely is starting to sound more and more familiar.
Yeah.
So Jack will like look at Luna and say, we had a similar experience on one of Valentino's ships.
You telling me
Luna's
he sent you to another ship that had this thing on it?
Well, I mean, I don't know what thing you're referring to.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, out of character, I don't know what specific thing.
Huh.
So I'm saying that there's something similar, and Jack will say, he ordered us to recover Luna's ship and a cargo that they had, and that cargo ended up being very dangerous, and
Yeah.
Luna lost a
Yeah.
lot of crew members.
She takes a very long drink when you are bringing that up.
Nah.
Like, I mean, takes a
I
drink and then immediately refills her fucking glass.
Yeah, I sort of look at Luna and just go, "Did it use the vents?"
And she says no.
Well, ours did. But yeah, I was the only one that made it out. It's weird. It's sort of a fascination of mine. I look at ghost ships, see what could have gone wrong, or ships that disappeared. Like he sort of looks back and just goes, oh, what was the name of that Wei one commercial one went missing years ago? Yeah, it's annoying because I've read about it. It's something beginning with an N. I can't remember. I'll probably find it in my stuff eventually and tell you about it. But yeah, I've always been fascinated with why ships disappear or crew leave their ships abandoned, drifting in space. Now I'm not. Not after that.
And Luna, kind of offers you like I guess like a toast of sorts and says, believe me, neither am I. Um,
Yeah.
and well, out of character is there, because it's convenient that you guys are in the bar, because you know, there. I mean, is there more to this conversation? Because this seems also like a good catalyst for the start of the next mission. But I mean, if there's
I
more you
mean,
guys want to discuss, you can. I just wasn't sure what the
I
sort of
mean,
flow of the conversation was.
I do have something, but it
Sure.
depends if somebody asks me
Oh,
about my certain, the certain thing I've become famous for in the group.
Besides being a very loud, uh, synthetic
Racist.
Well, that's what I'm on about.
um,
I have
yeah,
climbed the fence, but I am mostly racist.
oh God, hold on, I'm putting that out of
yeah,
context.
yeah, I guess at some point in the conversation, like, after we've all had a couple drinks, Kelly would kind of bring it up and just ask you, so, why, you know, try to think of a nice way to bring it up,
We're
so
such a
why are
racist,
you such
mofo.
a, yeah, why are you, uh, why are you racist against, bigot?
I sort of look at her and I go to say something and they go, no, no, that might not be a good idea. And then I sort of look at my drink, take a big swig of it, and just go, well, I mean, you already know that I grew up on Sevastopol Station. My father managed to get a ticket off there a year before it fell into that gas giant. Um, he was a space trucker. I rarely saw him growing up. had to have working Joes look after me, which they're terrifying if you've ever met one of them. But
And Isabella mentioned after the the previous missions you guys did, she says, yeah, terrifyingly incompetent, a disgrace to synth kind.
that is.
Top God, she hurt you as a kid.
He goes, but see, I wanted to grow up to be like my dad, even though we rarely spent a month together. I wanted to be like him. He was big for synthetic rights. Let them be who they want to be. That's fair if you want to believe that. He died when I was 16. You want to know how?
Working Joes.
I take it. Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a
Probably by
working Joe.
synthetic.
The synthetic that he'd saved from being decommissioned killed him. And I don't mean knocked him about. I mean, you hear some of the brutality that humanity can do. I saw it when I walked into his room.
What synthetic was it?
I don't know. But we called him Dave, funny enough. And funny part about it is as well was
He looked suspiciously like this guy.
no, the weird and ironic part about it was, do you know who they got to carry the coffin? Synthetic.
Always know a working Joe.
Yeah.
So was
So
it
I've just
was it
nev-
literally another David model that did it?
I don't know what model it was. There's been so many models. He sort of was like, I don't know. He didn't have a lot of hair. Thing kept going on about how he was a science officer or something. We thought it was just broken code. But apparently he snapped. I've just never been able to trust Android since the synthetics, but and I sort of look across at Isabella and I go, I don't know much other than the fact that you are who you are, but from what I've been told, synthetic or not, nobody should have to go through that.
Out of character, are you now when you say that, are you referring to what Isabella went through or what you went through?
What Isabella went through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at that point, when I mean, even just the implicit mention of Fat Mikey. I mean, she's holding her glass and she shatters it in her fist
I
as she
sort of take us.
as she remembers the memories of the almighty Mikey.
Yeah, I take a swig of my drink and go, yeah, most of us are horrible people. Um, you know,
Some more horrible than
I,
others, she says.
yep. But I have to admit, some of us
Yeah,
horrible people have morals.
and I
Does
mean,
the
everybody
synthetic?
else in the crew, except for Luna and perhaps you, would definitely get the reference. She's saying some more horrible than others.
Hmm. See, I'm really just diet racism.
And she Isabel. I mean, thinking about this, uncharacteristically pleasant chat as well as Jack fixing her eye. She says, I mean, because obviously her eye has been fixed by this point, but she sighs and says, "Did I ever tell you how my eye was damaged?"
No, I don't think I've had the pleasure of hearing the story.
She reaches into her pocket and pulls out basically like all that's left of a destroyed Xbox 360 controller. And she says, "This is all that's left of the video game controller that was thrown and hit me in the eye."
Off night gaming.
And basically, what she goes on to describe is, one point Fat Mike, he was on his Xbox playing Black Ops 79, and nerd rage just as she came in and took out his rage by throwing his controller and hitting her in the eye with it. And
Well, I mean, at least it's
yeah,
repaired.
yeah, and she says, the more could be said. That's more than can be said for this, pathetic piece of plastic. She says as she puts the shards back in her pocket. Because basically that would be her equivalent of a signature item, is just what's left of the Xbox controller.
Oh, nice.
I don't have that written on her sheet, but like the player character version of her would have that. So, but yeah, so Isabella definitely actually for once opens up about that. Um, so, and I would say, I mean, you can keep the conversation going if you want, but something that you actually wind up hearing during the bar. Um, by this point, word has spread around the station, and especially so since Kelly hasn't seen him. But you know, you hear from nearby patrons, gossip that Valentino, according to certain people in his inner circle, has been uncharacteristically pissed off, even by his standards. Um, Word has not reached, has not spread on specifics of why, whether it's due to a game of broken telephone or just people being a little more confidential. But um, yeah, he is very, very agitated about something, and you hear people joking like, yeah, well, better stay out of his way, and that sort of thing. And it's around this time that all of you um, get texts from Speaker Vosk, who, not knowing that you've already picked up on the rumor. Um, she says Valentino's absolutely fuming, and unless you want to be part of the reason why, report to the office as soon as you can. We've got some things to talk about.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
there goes our break.
Jack will sort of mutter, well, I guess I think I know what this is about.
Yeah, which if you wanna still have a bit more of your conversation, you can, or you can report. I just wanted to kind of throw that, you know, curveball.
You know what? That here's a
Yep.
crazy idea. Let's not go. Let's just get hammered.
Well, Jack would definitely go. So
Yeah.
if you want to stay, you can stay.
Nah, I'll go. I'm too interested. They've piqued my interest.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
go
I'll
in while you're
say
drinking.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll say Kelly will also go up. Um, are we gonna be staying on the station for this mission, or like, are we gonna be heading
Well, you don't
off?
know that yet.
That's true, because I had some shopping I needed to do
Well, I
like
will say this, because it
before
would
getting
be,
anything.
like, I mean, it's not like within a few hours of you getting back, but in terms of shopping, what was on your list? Because I know you guys could put together a shopping list that you wanted
Yeah.
Colbert to do.
Yeah. This is a couple personal things. I needed to pick up. Well, I need to see if I can find some more smart gun
You
reloads.
already put that in the shopping list.
Oh,
Um,
apparently my
which
memory's bad today.
which I mean, as a reference, so in the group notes, scroll up a little bit, and there's a list. Like basically, um, it is so that stuff has not arrived, but as I said, basically, um,
Okay.
Artyom has the message has reached Colbert, and I will say that after this next mission, he will have picked up the stuff that you guys have asked for. But you would have to go out and meet him somewhere to get it.
Okay.
Mm.
Sorry,
Um,
I
It'll be a while.
didn't remember.
yeah.
The other thing that I'm looking for, I want to pick up a sidearm, the Gorham 44 Magnum pistol.
Okay.
Would they have
I
that in stock?
I would say do a D2 flip. Heads is yes, they have it. Tails, they don't.
I
Okay.
didn't see the shopping list, and I too would like a sidearm.
I think, well, I mean, depending on the sidearm you want, I mean, if it's something like an M4 pistol, you can just straight up get that. That's pretty easily acquired. Um,
Through the weapons catalog.
yeah.
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah, and it's
We
like
do
instead
have
of the Batman
that
logo, it's
bonus.
like a spinning pistol.
Yeah.
But
Where is guns?
yeah.
Okay, I rolled the.
Okay, so heads is they do have a Gorham with one reload,
Okay,
which I need to
sure, I'll
double
pick it
check
up.
that it's before you add it, is it calibrated for? So what I'll say, Hold on, is it supposed to have bonus too? Because I don't think that is the case. And
I don't think Gorham has bonus. It just has crazy damage, and I
I know it has
think it's
crazy
not bonus.
damage and armor piercing. I just need to double check in building better worlds
Oh,
if it actually before.
it's
Yeah, but let me
probably
just.
like out of date. That's probably
Uh,
why.
well, I could have sworn it didn't have a bonus in
No,
the.
yeah, even the old and the new one. I don't think none of us have the updated
Yeah,
new
I don't have the
version.
updated version. Okay,
BBW.
McGorm
Did you
44.
say the M4A3 could just be like
Yeah, the
a
M4A3
tank?
service pistol, you could just straight up buy it. Like that's probably
Yeah,
the most
that's what I'm going to do
common gun you
because
could find.
I'm basic when it comes to my weapon love, and you know it's an M1911. Might as
Yeah,
well.
9mm M1911 basically. So,
Yeah. Chambered
um,
in 45 ACP.
hold on, where is okay, so I'm building better worlds, pistols. I'm just double checking that the Gorham has. It does not have a boost, so I don't know why the fuck it has that in the. Let me just replace it. So, three.
Something
So,
is very out
um,
of date.
okay, so the range is yeah. So all the other stuff is good to go. That it has, damage 3 like the regular revolver, but it's armor piercing. This is
Nice.
my sort
So
of
do I?
damage.
I just slide this over to my weapons, don't I?
Yeah. So what you just make sure for the M4A3 that you're doing the one from Alien Evolved, not Legacy gear, like the one that has a white
Uh,
background.
is that the one I need or the one that I don't need?
So the one you're getting is the M4A3 service pistol. Like the icon has a white background instead of a teal one. If you're
Okay,
picking
let
up
me
the
have a
M4
look.
pistol. And then
Um,
Emily for the revolver, yeah, again the Gorham 44 Magnum. Just you can drag that to your sheet, and we'll just have the one reload.
Okay.
M4.
Is it 600 or is it cost more because it's
I would
a
say it's just 600.
luxury? Okay.
Like it's
Minus
not necessarily
600.
like an exotic sort of item, but it's definitely not common.
Okay. Cool. So I've deducted the money. I'll update the sheet and I'll drag it over with the reload.
Why can I not see it?
You should have
It's
Should
access
be able
probably
to
to
it.
in the
search for it.
locker.
Hold
Because
on.
the only one that I can see has got an actual coloured in icon picture of the pistol.
Does he have permission
All the
to?
players have permissions for observer on both versions of the
It is
M4A3.
most likely that it is right in front of me and I just can't see it.
Can you
If you
search the thingy in the search bar, just M4, and see what pops up?
So this is what I'm seeing when I just search. Well, start searching M4A3. I just do M4A. It's the one with the white icon. That's the one you should be getting if you have access to it.
White icon, but you can see the gun coloured in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Yep,
gun's
I
colored
found it.
in, just the icon is white.
Found it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found it.
All right. Let me just make sure. Yep, you got the right one. And then in
Yeah.
terms of magazines, how many do you want to buy? I would say they're like you don't have to roll for supply, but I would say there would be up to 3.
Yeah, I was gonna buy 3.
Okay, so because I mean, again, we're talking like a standard 9mm handgun. So the pistol itself costs $200. At a reload is 5% of the cost, which would be what, like
5% of 200. It would be 10.
yeah, $10 a reload. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's
So
$230. And for spare reloads, I made a spare reload item, which just has like the white sack icon, and drag that onto your sheet and then change the name to spare reload parentheses M4A3 just to
uh,
distinguish which one it
uh,
is. So, um,
what did you say it was? Just spare
yeah,
reloads.
if you just
Spare
search the
reload.
spare reload item, drag that onto your sheet, and then change the name to M4A3 reload or spare reload M4A3 just to distinguish which one it is.
M4A3. There we
Okay.
go.
So you've got your pistol. Kelly picked one up.
In
And
one of the rewards, when speaking to Vosk, we got
yes, you
a
did get
new
a piece of
gear or
gear.
item.
So
Yeah, so I
that
think
was never
we
determined.
should kind of
Which Kelly, I mean,
decide
if you want
what.
to do that instead and get like guaranteed the Gore Magnum, and I will say actually, if you want to get smart gun reloads as the gear
Yeah,
pick,
maybe that will be most efficient, knowing
do you want
that's
to
the
do
biggest
that?
damage dealer.
Yeah, because it's like a new item with D3
Yeah, which you
reloads,
could also
correct?
get a smart gun in addition to. Well, I'll give you this choice. you can either, get a smart gun and then roll the reloads, or you can just get the reloads and not have to roll.
I'll just take the reloads then.
Okay,
I
so
think
I'll
that's the
say,
better option.
in this case, instead of just D3, at minimum, I'll say, let's see, so um, D2 plus 1, so that, guarantees a minimum of 2 and possibly 3.
Okay, so
So,
D2 plus 1.
okay, so you get 2 additional smart gun reloads.
That's nice. She
Nice.
can
Nice.
spray and pray without
Yeah,
a worry.
so hold on, I'll update
Awesome.
the group
So
notes that
I've
Kelly.
added those to my sheet.
Alright, so,
Can I roll for more F-44 ammo?
I mean, you can, but as a reminder, there's a big shipment of ammo coming in, so
Yeah, but that ammo in the future doesn't help me now. So
that is true. So yeah, I will say roll.
Is it the one? Is it the ammo, the rifle that I gave you, or that you grabbed from me?
I've had this rifle for a while. This is the rifle that I mainly use.
The
Is the
F44A, the one with aim assist.
Okay,
So
because I have 11 of the
yeah, if you want to use the
M41A.
M41A pulse rifle, you guys are floating in ammo for that thing.
Yeah.
I like the F-44, so I'm gonna keep using that if I can get ammo for
All
it.
right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I would say then roll a D3 minus 1. See how many reloads there are in stock. Okay, so there's 1 reload.
Okay, how much is that?
It's 5% of the cost of the weapons. So the F44A I think is $1,500.
Okay, I'll do the math.
So let me just see. Yeah, so whatever.
10%, that's
No, it's 5%,
150.
not 10%.
Oh, 5%? Then you're looking at 75.
All right, thank you.
$75 for 1 reload. All right, so you do get an extra magazine. So is that all the shopping, or is there more? Just so we can keep things going.
Does anyone need to get their hair done?
Dave's hair is always immaculate, just without even trying. It just
Yeah, what kind of chemicals are you putting in that hair?
it's all synthetic.
Permanently slicked back. It's like no, it's like it'd be like Johnny Bravo's hair, where like if you try to cut it, the shears explode.
Oh, mama!
Yeah.
So anyway, so once you've done all that, you make your way into Speaker Vosk's office. And yeah, well, first of all, she's staring, you know, uh, staring
We'll
daggers
try
at
to
Tobiah.
hide Tobiah in the back if we can. Trying to...
I mean,
I just stand there and I just wave like nothing happened.
I'm gonna walk in, just look up, see the hole in the vent, and go, "Ah, you need somebody to fix that?"
um, and well, by this point it would definitely have been fixed, or like put back into place, because basically like a ceiling tile that he fell through.
Uh,
So
Just what? Some kind of space marine fall through there or something?
um,
I
Quite
mean, you aren't
literally.
wrong.
and she says, less space marine and more parasite. And she says, for once,
Yes!
something I hated more than a synthetic.
Yes!
You're making me
And
look good, Tobiah.
Leans over, whispers in Dave's ear. It's like, that might.
it was all part of the plan. But anyway,
Exactly.
so um, so Speaker Vosk basically explains the situation as the fact that after 2 operations that Lasalle has interfered with, namely the mission to Terra Nova and then the mission to Fantasia, Valentino has decided that it's our turn to strike back at them. And since you guys were involved in both missions that were disrupted by agents of Lasalle, Valentino figured you'd probably also like a slice of the payback pie. Um, and she will give you guys a dossier, which I will give you guys observer permissions on. Just give me a sec to find it, because I had a whole fucking bunch of them open. Submission dossier. Configure ownership, all players, observer, and then I will show players. So, there are two pages on that information on the target and mission objectives. So give those a read, and if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yep.
Hmm.
Possibility for a lot of bonus pay options. We can bring her back and like hack the financials.
I mean,
Yeah.
I smell profit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smell profit. I smell a very dark bag. It's very damp too.
I'm not going
Too
to ask
bad
why
some
he
of
doesn't
them.
have that bag.
I think some of them know our faces, so this will be interesting to infiltrate.
Well, in terms of knowing your face, I mean, you have to keep in mind that your encounters with Lasalle don't really leave many survivors.
Yeah, but that one guy. Well, I think we didn't get the main guy. We just
Yeah,
took out like his
Samson, you
entourage.
didn't kill
That's the problem.
him.
That's the issue.
And the thing is that I don't think the entire party was present when you first encountered him.
I wasn't.
Yeah, Fergus wasn't there. I mean, so he would definitely recognize. I mean, well, Samson would definitely recognize some of your faces, but whether he has like
Yeah.
evidence of you, and also, even if he learned any of your names, he only knows the names that Artyom, like the code names or like the pseudonyms that he gave. So, and that's also assuming that you would be like public enemy number one in the eyes of Lasalle, or if it's only like a small number of people know you. But that is not, easily discerned.
Mm.
So they could recognize you, they could not.
Yeah. I mean, it can't hurt just to, pick up, some sort of disguise if we're gonna go the route of, you know, abducting Edna. I didn't think I would say that sentence, abducting somebody today, but here we are. But yeah, like, disguising ourselves, is never, a bad option.
I mean,
Better
if
safe
you're
than
if you're
sorry.
abducting Edina, then it. I mean, doesn't really matter if you have disguises or not, because you're obviously.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
abducting's a bad word. I think permanently borrowing is better.
I think that sounds even
She will.
worse.
She will be misplaced.
I just realized, like, you know, Kelly saying this, like, oh yeah, we're, if we end up abducting Edina, like, Kelly has intimate knowledge of what Valentino does to his enemies. That's I'm a little bit of moral conundrum here, but anyway,
But doesn't that imply that we have morals?
Yeah,
I
because
What
try
Lasalle
to
else?
sure
have
doesn't.
them.
I doubt Edina will
Slip back
be.
into my racism. You're a synthetic. Sorry. Okay.
And you are human who's bound to die, so that doesn't have anything to do with Edina.
Is that how you say it? Because I'd say it's Edina, not Adina.
Sorry,
I called her
I'm not.
Edna. I mispronounced it entirely initially.
My
So
interpretation of it
What?
is Edina, and that is how I will continue pronouncing it. So
Whatever Ms. Lasalle is called, being a CEO of Bionational, I think there is a reputation of them doing shady shit, so I doubt that she's a goody two shoes. I don't think we'll lose much sleep over her disappearance.
Yeah. I do like the idea, like on the last paragraph on information on the target, of possibly intercepting her when she's leaving Earth. I think that would be a
Hmm.
good time to strike.
Ooh, hang on, wait. Idina travels around the middle heavens aboard a custom Wayland Utani. Oh, okay. Okay. That's gonna be good. That's quite good.
You're familiar with
Well,
those types of
just to be
ships?
clear from the phrasing that it's not owned by Wayland Yutani, that because so LaSalle is an offshoot of Wayland Yutani,
Yeah,
um,
but
but
it's
they
it's
use
a
a
ship
fleet of
that got built by
yeah,
Wayland
exactly.
Utani.
They use Wayland model
Okay.
ships or Wayland
Yeah.
Yutani model ships. Um,
My guy sort of looks at David and just goes, "Yeah, I've worked aboard a couple of Wayland Yutani ships. So it's the SS Providence. Would I know what type of Wayland Yutani ship it is?"
the Providence, well, I think it's is it it is a Magellan class SEV,
Okay.
basically a modernized version of the Prometheus.
Ah, right. Okay. Uh, yeah. So I'm gonna say, well, I think it's a Magellan type ship. I'm not too sure, but a lot of a lot of Wayland Yutani ships sort of have the same back passages type things. So I might know my.
Okay. The issue is getting to it without it causing ruckus towards us. So I
Yeah.
guess if we're going to intercept a ship, we're going to try to do it non-lethally, particle beam focus, hoping it doesn't
Mm.
cause too much critical
I mean, it
damage.
depends on the approach you want to take. Because if you want to just blow her up then and there, you can use whatever you want. But obviously, if you want to board the ship and get
Yeah,
information, capture or kill the CEO personally, etc., then obviously you would need to board the ship one way or another.
yeah. I think we are overachievers in that sense. We want to get all damn bonuses, so I
I
think
mean,
we're gonna go for it.
so um, she travels the middle heavens. Last known location rumor has it will be on her way from the Caucasus colonies to Earth.
Jack
So
has been pretty
could we?
well pretty well endowed with
Hold on,
our
what was your
ship. He
question,
can.
Fergus?
I was going to say,
Yes, I am well endowed. Thank you.
could we figure out where the trajectory the ship's going on? Because we know it's going to Earth, but from where? And figure out if it's got to stop anywhere for resupply, and then
Oh, that's the
potentially
wrong fucking
a
space
couple
comedy.
of us
Ours
could
starts in the middle of heavens.
disguise ourselves as new crew that's being brought upon to help keep the ship running.
So, while it's not so for reference, this is obviously the yellow is the core systems colonies.
Yeah.
Um, Earth's right here, so it can be an Alexandria colony, which the party has been to before, is right here, and that is the most likely. It's not necessarily guaranteed, but it is the most likely place that the ship would be coming from. So if I get the line tool, it would basically be going from Alexandria to Earth in a straight line, and it's not that far
Alright.
away. So
Okay. Hmm.
Our ship can be quick, and Jack can make it even quicker because he's endowed in the brain space that he knows
just in the
how
brain
to.
space.
Just in the brain space.
As his medical doctor, that's what I can confirm. Just in the brain space, um, he is able to make the ship go quite quickly if needed.
hmm And I can always overcharge the
Yeah,
engines
you
to
can do both. You can
you know
overcharge the engines and set better coordinates,
Oh,
so you can make that
yep.
really go there really fucking fast.
gotta
Uh,
go fast.
gotta go.
Must go faster. Yeah. Um,
Speed.
So, all right. So, do you have any other questions, or are you ready to get going?
I can't think of any more questions.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I mean, I was going to ask, like, how we find her, but that was on the second page of the handout, so.
Yeah.
It's all
Um,
there.
So, and you know, in the case of pay is negotiable depending on just how well of a job you do.
Oh, we'll do well.
So, um, so yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But as for yeah, if you are setting out, um, I need, well, I mean, are you guys going? So the Merkava has an FTL rating of 3, which means it takes 3 days to cross 1 parsec. So you're going, let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 15 days, but you could probably get there a lot faster depending on, a Comtech roll from Jack and or overcharging the engines, because overcharging the engines would work um, for 1 week, so your FTL would count as 2 lower, which would actually mean it would take hold on, 2, 4, 6, like, so you get here in 6 days instead of 9. And because you're awake, Kelly, then you can technically do it again. And Jack could probably also, I mean, you can overcharge the engine. So I guess, so Jack, do a Comtech roll first. No modifiers.
Okay, well, hold on. Before we do that, so we don't know where she's traveling from. We just know that she's going to Earth, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there was some discussion. So, are we saying that we're gonna like guess somewhere where we could intercept her? Because I mean, space is really big. So,
Well, the one thing
or
you know is she's either going to Earth or leaving Earth, so that's the best lead you have on where you should go.
We were basically gonna try to ambush her in near Earth orbit, where our sensors
okay,
can pick up when she's coming.
Correct.
okay. Well, it wouldn't be orbit of Earth. It would need to be on the outskirts.
Yeah, it would be on the
Yeah,
outskirts
yeah,
for
so
sure.
we're not
So,
noticeable.
so
Okay. Uh, and are we agreed then that we'll try to use the ship's weapons to disable the ship and then board? Is that what we're saying?
sounds like it from what we
Yes.
discussed earlier.
Yeah.
I think that could be good.
Yeah.
But with a
I think
focus on the
that's the
particle
plan.
beam to not harm the ship as much as possible, but
Yeah,
yeah.
depending on the you know the weapons of the enemy ship, you could potentially also get some shots in before they can.
Yes.
The other thing I was thinking of is, could we maybe, like, if we intercept them when they've already gone into cryo, could we maybe like try to sneak up and dock without being detected? I don't know how possible that is because they probably have some synthetics and there's probably some like automatic alerts. I
Yeah.
don't know how effective we could be at jamming sensors or anything. Probably
I mean,
not enough.
another idea that I've just come up with is obviously they're a company that wants to make money, as you would. Salvage rights. What if we, I don't know, pretend that our ship has been damaged or destroyed, figure out what route they're coming along, send maybe a black box or a distress signal, wait for them to come to get salvage rights, and then we jump them then.
The one
This
problem you
is
have to
the
consider with that,
CEO also
yeah,
of a major company. Like, I don't know that she would care enough.
yeah, and you also
Ah,
have to consider that what if somebody else picks up the signal?
well, then we
Yeah.
move.
So, um,
I think that's.
I'm not even sure that they would stop. Like, if you're a super uber rich
Mhm.
yeah,
person, like, are you gonna bother like delaying your journey?
yeah,
That's a good tactic for getting basically random loot. Pretending that you need an SOS, since by company law a lot of them need to stop and
yeah.
help. But that's for random ships. For something that high stakes, I doubt, as the others say, will be appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do my roll now. So it's just a base roll, no
Yeah, just base
modifiers.
contact. I mean, you can get positive modifiers if somebody helps you, but if they have ranks in contact.
Okay, so you need to put the characters on the thing. Otherwise, when we roll it to the
Right.
ship, we've had this.
Right. Yeah.
You
So
can just deselect the ship, and I think it'll
I'll
work.
just drag all the. I mean, he raises a good point. I'll just
Yeah, yeah,
drag all the characters
it's
out
easier.
anyway. So
And we're taking
just make sure the Merkava is deselected. So
we were taking Ms. LaSalle alive if we can.
okay. Do you want to push?
We'll push.
Yep.
All right. So navigator. Okay, so you got 4 successes. Actually, no, you can push a third and a second time, right? Because of your talent.
Oh boy!
Oh my God.
Very nice.
So
We get there instantly.
so hold on, let's see. So it's gonna be hold on, one.
We
so,
discover an uncharted wormhole and teleport there instantly.
yeah. So hold on. So it's 1, 2,
Suddenly
3,
we're playing
4,
Stellaris.
5. 5 parsecs.
7. Oh, I got
Uh,
7 successes. Sorry.
yeah, 7 successes. So it's 5 parsecs. So by default, it would have been 15 days. Each success reduces it by 10%, right?
If it's 10%, then it's 70% total.
Okay.
Let me check the thing.
decrease.
So hold on, 70%. Wait, so 15 minus 70%.
Yes, 10%. Round off to the nearest whole number of days.
Yeah, so it would be 5 days.
And overcharge the
that's-
engines, right?
Yeah, that. But if Kelly, depending on how well she does, well, yeah, in this case, I'm going to actually determine it by how fast Kelly. Okay, so Kelly, I need you to do a heavy machinery to overcharge the engines.
Okay.
Oh, narrowly.
Oh, just
Okay,
one
so you do
success.
succeed. So you cut it down the FTL ratings. So for 1 week, it's an FTL rating of 2 instead of 3. So in that case, yeah, because it's kind of a tricky thing to balance math-wise. So FTL rating. So let's see.
Yeah,
So that would
yeah,
be
it just
6
depends what do you
days.
want to do first.
So hold on. So 6, 9, 12. So instead of 15, it's 12, and then with Jack's roll, so 70, or so 12 minus 70%, it is now 4 days uh, instead of 5.
But still, 4 days instead of 15. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
pain.
Zoom in.
yeah. So, yeah, so you just, yeah, you, I mean, all the human PCs enter cryosleep, and for Dave and Kelly, are you doing anything? Well, I'm assuming, well, Dave, you'd have enough time to make 1 dart, I would say, like 1 reloaded darts of your choice, but it would be a
Let
medical
me
aid roll.
check.
And you can tell me in DMs if you want as to which dart you're going to make, or you can just say it aloud, whichever.
Just checking, just checking. Uh, I'm gonna make pink explodey goo dart, the
Oh boy.
Goreburster one.
All
I'm
right,
gonna.
medical aid.
Do you have just one more in case? I still haven't used this one up, but just one more.
Yeah. Okay, you succeed, so you get another reload.
Oh, excuse me.
Yee.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So yeah, you get to Seoul, and you're on the outskirts of the system.
And
I
we're
just need to
waiting.
double check what the Providence's FTL rating. Oh god, yeah, no, you're gonna make it a lot sooner than she is.
Yeah, that's why I imagine we're gonna keep them all asleep until like we see her on the outskirts while we since are just
Yeah,
waiting
because
for
yeah,
her.
you're gonna be waiting quite a while.
Well, I would say, I mean, I think once we're there, we could get out of. The only reason you go into cryo, right, is to prevent the hyperspace, whatever
Yeah,
insomnia thing
NDVs.
is called.
Mostly,
So
yeah.
as soon as we're stopping we could get out of cryo and do stuff.
Well,
You
right, but the
can if you
problem is
want,
that
but
it's going to
resources.
be many days, possibly weeks before she arrives.
Oh, okay.
We just don't know. That's the kind of
Yeah.
like, do you wanna
Yeah, because
sit on the
I will
ship?
say this in terms of just how fucking fast you get there, like, you know, I mean, with Kelly, Dave, and Isabella monitoring, like scanners and stuff like that, like, she's not here yet. But that kind of that would tell you, because I mean, out of character, the SEVs, um, they definitely, I mean, even just in their default state, they do not have as good of an FTL rating as you do, like not even close. So, so you can conclude that she's just not here yet. But eventually, um, you do pick up a signal of a ship. Deceler. Well, actually, that raises a good point. Do you guys have? Are you running dark completely, or are you still? Um, because if you're running dark, you have your engines and your sensors turned off.
I think we would have our active sensors off, but we would have the passive sensors on.
Well, with running dark, I don't think there's really a difference.
Yeah, we're either like almost completely
Yeah,
dark or we're noticeable. Just in cold
exactly.
ass fucking space,
Well,
we were so
so
easily visible.
the whole point of active is like you're sending out pings of like radar energy, right, to detect other ships. With
Hmm.
passive, you're only detecting if other ships are sending out energy. So if
Hmm.
they're flying around with their engines and scanning stuff, we would detect them,
Yeah,
but they couldn't see us.
yeah. But keep
At
in
least to
mind that if
start.
you're running dark, you also have your engines shut off, so they don't detect your heat signature.
Right. Yeah. So I think the idea is we would be laying dark, waiting to detect her ship, and then once we detect, then we
All right. Yeah, that works.
turn on and engage.
So,
Okay.
um, so in that case, yeah, eventually you do pick up, a ship with, I mean, and because, ships are required by law to, I mean, unless they're like military ships, they're required by interstellar law to have their transponder on. So you are able to pick up a ship entering the Sol system and determine that it is in fact the Providence. Um, so you get everybody out of cryo sleep. I'd imagine that the androids have brought hydration for the human crew just to kind of quickly get you battle ready.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like 5 more minutes.
Ferguson's
And
is a bit more salty than
yeah,
usual.
yeah,
Before
No.
and
I
well,
have a question.
I'm
sure.
gonna sort of take it, go to drink it, and then look at David and just go, "Should I drink this?"
Is it possible for
It
me
is
to
extra.
forge our, our IFF or whatever, so it looks like we're a different ship?
You can change your transponder information, yeah, but I was also going to say in response to Tobias, you know, uh, 5 more minutes. Isabella, like, rather forcefully yanks you out of your pod. She says, "We don't have 5 more minutes, Tobias," and hands you your
Oh,
hydration.
Don't worry, Ferguson. These have extra electrolytes for a man of your age.
So it's time to get up and greet the day.
I'm just sort
You
of
know,
gonna put the drink back and go, "I've got a drink in my locker."
well, I think the sun is shining. I haven't checked,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Isabella says, like,
yeah.
"Oh, come on, the innocent woman, quote unquote, and the humans aboard the ship won't kill themselves." So, um,
Yep.
and yeah, so you guys, because basically, like, at the time that you guys are getting out of cryo sleep, so are they. Like, so are the people on that ship.
Yeah.
Um, so
We have
you,
just enough time to get ready.
yeah, so you get ready around the same time they do, and you man your stations approximately the same time. So, um, so just as a reminder, is your approach like, are you going to open fire with the particle beams, kind of get like the try to get the drop on her, or uh,
Well,
are you going to try to
hold on.
play
So
Trojan
I would
horse?
like to try to change the
Yeah,
like the ID of the ship.
right.
Basically, I want to make us look like either we're like I want to make us look like we're doing like a security patrol type of thing.
Okay,
So I'm not sure if the better for that would be like the United Americas or maybe the ICC or something.
perhaps. Let me just double check because I think transponder information is kind of like there's specific um transponder. Um, so the transponder transmits data about the ship's position, name, class, home port, and destination. It does not actually list your faction.
Okay. So, well, I think I would want to at least have like some fake information then, just so they don't know
Yeah.
what our
Yeah,
ship is.
they don't
Okay.
report us
Yeah, like you
somehow.
can change the
And
ship's class. Like you can try to fake the signature to say you're like a Conestoga like troop transport or something like that. Now you would need to do a Comtech roll to do it successfully though.
yeah, I assumed I
So
would. Basically, what I'm trying to do is prevent people who are far away and seeing that this is happening from knowing who our ship is,
yeah,
um,
Mm.
at distance. Because
right.
I mean, we're the Sol system. There's probably like sensors and stuff all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
So
don't want them to track it back to either us or Valentino.
yeah, good. That's a very good point to do a Comtech roll.
Great idea.
Okay, so I'm going to remove my stress from the
Yeah,
previous.
none of you have stress, so remove your points of stress, and I'll get rid of RTM
Um,
stress because I don't think
any
I did that.
any pluses on this? Like, would my machine tools or PDAT help me at all modifying this?
Um, the diagnostic device would help and give you a +2, and then if anybody is actively assisting you, you also get a +1 per person who has a rank of Comtech.
Anyone with
Dave
Comtech?
can help.
All right, so
Dave has
Dave.
contact.
Okay, so you get a
What is this
+3.
Comtech you speak of?
Okay, so you definitely so you succeed. Um, and I will say, I mean, with one of the stunts, you could cover your tracks so it doesn't look like your ship has been tampered with and all in any
Yeah,
way.
it looks
So
legit. I'm spoofing
yeah,
like a real ship that we know about in our
right,
previous travels or something.
exactly. Um, so you definitely succeed with flying colors. Um, so your ship's identity is masked. Um, so nobody knows that it's the Merkava specifically. So what are you that brings us to the point of what are you doing regarding the Providence now that you've masked your identity? Are you going to open fire on it in advance, or are you
Damn it.
going to?
I think, like, I mean, space is so big. If you notice an unknown ship on an intercept course with you, your default is to assume that they're hostile. So
Well,
I
I
think,
mean, they could be leaving the system as soon as you are, but
well, I
so what
think that they would notice that we were powered off and then powered on as soon as they came in
that yeah, that's
range.
true. Okay, so in that case, we're going to be rolling for initiative. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
going
I
to
think
drag
like
out.
they like everyone knows what's up to some extent here.
Yeah, so I'm going to
In
bring
a
us to space
sense,
combat.
yeah.
I'm going to drag out RTM because he needs to. Well, actually, I'll drag out all the tokens in case you guys need it. Well, actually, yeah, you can push in space combat. But
Yeah.
anyway, so Fergus, Kelly,
Just tell me what gun I'm shooting and in
yeah,
what direction.
and you could also. Oh yeah, so that raises a good point. So we need to establish crew roles. So I'm going to open the Merkava sheet. So Tobiah is one of the gunners. Kelly is the engineer. I'm going to drag
Well,
Artyom
do
is
we
the
want
captain.
do we want to kind of move around the roles since we now have a Ferguson? If Fergus can maybe be the engineer and Kelly help with another gun,
I mean, I
maybe.
think you could have multiple engineers. Let me just double check that. In space combat, where in the fuck is the handout? Let's see. So, crew positions. Um, yeah, ship may have multiple engineers and gunners.
Okay.
So, like for example, if the ship got hit with one weapon, and took a crit, or if you want to do like for example, so the engineer just in advance, like where's engineer actions? So, you can only do one action by default, which could be like emergency repairs, powering your engine down, opening an airlock, reactor overload, etc. So it's like if you have two engineers, like for example, Kelly could repair
Mhm.
if the ship took damage, and then Fergus could like cycle the airlock if you guys are boarding, just as an example. So there is a benefit to having
Mhm.
multiple engineers. And it does use heavy machinery, which as a bonus, because both Kelly and Fergus have that.
Let's go.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add you guys, and you all have access to the Merkava. So
Hmm.
Fergus will be an engineer. Um, and like I said, I'm ruling against like basically the sensor operator is essentially useless unless your target is running dark. So I'm just going to rule against that, and I will say that Jack, if you want to be a gunner, for example, you can.
Don't I mean, as the sensor, don't you can't you use like ECM to jam other weapons and stuff and give them a negative
That is a
modifier?
good point. I hold on, let me just double check that because that is a very good point.
Do we need a
Sensor
specific module for that?
Sensor phase. No, so sensor phase. If the science for evade, if the science officer performs its actions, all attempts to target lock your ship during the stretch of combat, um, Now, it's not for so evading is basically if a ship is target locking you, but you only need to target lock somebody if your transponder is off, which neither of your transponders are off, so target locking is pointless. Like, you guys have your
Okay.
transponder on, she has hers on, so you can target each other without needing to do a target lock. You only need to do a target lock if the transponder is off. So that's why I was saying, like, so that way you have something. Well, I will say if you want to, yeah, because the problem is if you power sensors up or down, target locking is impossible for your allies. So yes, sensor operator is basically useless, at least in this particular situation. So if you want to be a
It's
gunner,
not
you can.
defined well.
So, um,
Okay.
but I got
Jack could go on the light rail gun, and Dave
Sure.
can go on the sensor drones for the defense,
okay.
because
Hold on. So
Dave, the
let's see. So
non-pusher, needs the bonus.
all right. So
Well, Tobiah,
Dave.
our main guy for the
Hold on. So
particle beam.
okay. Let's see. Dave, Jack. Okay. So Jack and Dave are going to be gunners.
Yeah.
Okay. So and because you've already got 3 guns with 3 gunners, I'm just going to leave Lombardi's Lions out of it and Isabella. Um,
Yeah.
so it's basically just the PCs, and you've got a pretty good composition overall. So and RTM doubles as the pilot. So, but even then, piloting actions are kind of sort of so-so.
Yeah, it's mostly inertia. We're just going. We can maybe
Yeah,
just change the
like
speed, but
piloting
that's
is only
it.
really relevant if you are trying to so if you want to speed up your ship, if you want to ram the enemy ship, or if you want to dock the ship. But basically, piloting is not really going to be relevant for this first round. So what we're going to do is we are going to, so I believe it is in second edition it is an opposed command. Um, so where is initiative? So the executive officer of each ship performs a command role. So I need to drag out the token for the captain of the enemy ship. So mission NPCs. So, all right. So I will roll for RTM first. And Spaceship Commander, he actually gives a +2 for this.
Mm.
So +2.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't got that.
he's got 2 successes. He can push if you want him to.
Nah, I don't
What
think
what
Nah,
is he
so.
doing now to accelerate?
No. He's so in second edition for initiative, it's opposed command to
Oh,
determine who
okay.
goes first.
I think it's enough. We're gonna need
Yeah.
that stress pushing later.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to
So,
overdo it.
all right, and I'm going to roll for the captain of the enemy ship. Oh, that's a fucking blind GM roll. What was that selected? But okay, then this
You
dude
blind?
command.
Play the GM role.
Okay, so RTM goes first. So your guys'
Nice.
ship, I'll basically just manually add the ships instead of rolling commands. So the Merkava goes first. Or, oh, oops, I did not mean to make it invisible. I meant to add it to fucking initiative. And then the Providence. And then I will actually, if I roll it. Okay, well, it puts you guys first anyway, which is exactly what I wanted. So, okay. So, and also like getting a I will say, Jack, that you can get like a scan the enemy ship for weapons. It just is like a free thing. So for weapons and countermeasures, so these got like the Providence is more so defensive than offensive. It's got 3 things of sensor decoys, um, a medium railgun turret, and short lance ASAT missiles. So it has less offensive weapons, but it has more defense.
Okay.
So
Do we
yeah, but
know what the range of the missiles are?
the missiles are long range. So like
Okay, so
this
we
round,
could
they would
try
not
to
be able to.
stay at.
Yeah,
I was going to say we could try to stay at extreme because then our particle beam can hit them, but the missiles can't. But I don't know if that'll be
well, the
possible.
problem is that
But
unless
that
RTM
we can't
specifically slow
stay
downs,
extreme.
you stay moving, and even if you
Yeah.
stop moving, they're going to keep moving, so they're going to close the distance on you.
Inertia, and we're
And
always kind of on a trajectory course.
plus the particle beam, does more damage
The closer you are,
closer they
yes.
are. Yeah.
Exactly. So
How fast are they going, and how fast
they're
are we going to start?
you're going at the
0
same speed.
towards
Like
each other, right?
yeah, like ships. Whenever you start a space battle, you are assumed to be going at the same velocity, which is I think 2 by default, but I will double check that.
I think it's at 2 per round, something like that.
Yeah, which you can either speed up or slow down. Yeah, hold on. So it says when two ships or fleets approach each other, the GM sets the initial approach velocity of each ship, the speed at which it enters the space combat. It's typically 2 segments per stretch, but it can be higher or lower depending on the situation. So I will just keep it at the default of 2. So basically means at the end of each round, each ship will move 2 things forward.
Okay. So I think what we want to do is at least for the first round, keep moving forward, and then we might want to decelerate and start matching the direction of the other ship. Because
Well, I
we're
mean,
going to need to dock them anyway, right?
well, you know, docking, the way docking works just in advance is like when you're in the same zone, that's when you dock.
Right. I mean, what I'm saying is like we have to. We don't want to slingshot past them. We want to basically.
Yeah, we're gonna slow down a bit, but we're still on
Well,
a
okay,
trajectory
let me
course.
put it this way, because also what's important to note is that you cannot dock with a ship that's going faster than you. You have to be going the same speed. You have to match their velocity. So if they're going 2, you need to be going 2. If they're going 3, you need to be going 3.
Right.
So,
But we
Mhm.
could be going on opposite directions, right?
well, the thing is, it's not about what direction you're going. It's just, are you in the same zone?
Okay. Okay.
Because
So
if
Yeah,
you're
do
going
yeah.
okay.
opposite directions, it's sort of an abstraction that like you could suddenly pull a U-turn and dock with them, or like, you dock alongside them or something like that. Like it doesn't have to be like you are facing the same direction. Because basically, like
Mhm.
once they reach your position and you reach theirs, then basically you just reverse directions.
Okay. Let's just go. That
All right.
doesn't really make sense with the way that physics works, but whatever. It's a
Well,
game.
yeah, that is just how they do it for simplicity.
Just the
But
rules. Yeah.
so
We can just play.
Artyom, okay, so the captain goes first. So Artyom is going to he can do because they funnily enough they more or less made a house rule of mine canon or not well not canon but you know what I
Yeah,
mean where as the captain he can give you well he can roll command um and he gives plus like for each successful roll he gives a +1 to one action carried out by another crew member. So well first we need to
I think
figure out
Tobiah
yeah well
Sorry.
for the
We need a pilot, right?
Artyom is
Is
also
the
the
pilot.
pilot.
is doing both things.
Oh, okay. It says captain, but okay, fine.
Well, I mean, you can have multiple roles, depending on
Okay,
what you're
okay.
doing, but he's the pilot and the captain. But so as the captain, so um, we need to figure out weapons first, just so we know what he's rolling for. So we have, you know, 3 armaments and 3 gunners. So going down the list,
Mhm.
so Dave, what are you going to be manning?
Defensive,
Okay, you're manning the sensor drones. Um,
yes.
Jack, do you want the light railgun or the particle beam?
I would say Tobiah. What is your range combat?
I have a base dice of 10.
And he also gets a plus
That's
2 for
higher than.
weapon systems. So
Okay, that's higher than me, so I will take the short range one.
all right, so Jack gets the railgun, which leaves the particle beam with Tobiah. Okay, so we got that figured out. So
Mhm.
RTM will do a command. Who do you want him to buff? Because he can only buff one person.
I think Tobiah, we need the kind of the fast strike to hopefully disable the ship
Okay,
as soon as
all right,
possible, because the beam also goes past the countermeasures.
right.
So let's hope we can
So
quickly.
he rolls command. He's got 2 successes. Do you want him to push?
Yes.
Okay.
Push, comrade, push.
Okay, he gets another success, so he's got 3 total. So you get a +3 to your shot when you go to shoot Tobias. So Um, okay,
Yay.
so that's the captain's role. And basically, just for reference, it's not like captain, pilot, then pilot. It's basically your entire crew acts, and then their entire crew acts.
Yeah.
Um, so, so the pilot action, I mean, he's not going to do anything. Um, so now we are on gunners because we're skipping sensor operators. So Tobiah is the only
Mhm.
one with a range to shoot. So Tobiah, do me a. Well, you can roll from the ship sheet because I have you selected as a gunner. So basically, the way to do that is I need you
Am I
to.
at extreme range
You're
or
extreme.
long
Yeah,
range?
you're at extreme.
Okay, so I select my name,
Well,
select
you can roll directly from the ship. Like so, basically, because I added you as a gunner. So when you have the Merkava
yeah,
sheet open, if you click the
I, s-
particle
I
beam, Yeah.
That's what I did.
Oh,
And
okay. I
it
thought you
says select firer, so I had to select me,
Yeah.
selected the range,
Yeah.
and then I get
+5 overall because the 3 RTM gave you, and then the +2 from your
+2
talent.
that I.
Yep.
Yeah.
So. Whew. Okay. Oh my
nice.
God. Do you want to push?
Yes.
Do it. Do
boy.
it. Do
It
it.
won't let me push. God dang it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. In
Uh,
that case, you probably should just roll from your sheet then.
yeah. So that's 19. Nice, correct? Because
It
21
would
minus 3
be
is 19.
no 21 minus 3 is 8.
It,
18.
18,
18.
18 plus 1
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah.
You can just do range
18
combat and aid the difference. And
Yeah.
plus 1 DS.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Okay.
Holy
Yeah.
moly!
Yeah. This is gonna be over real quick. I have a feeling. So
Oh, that's
Hopefully
7.
it doesn't blow up the reactor.
so
That's 7
so hold it.
successes.
Well,
There goes our bonus.
So, final. Well, hold on. Okay, so we need to figure out the damage first. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But the damage decreases per range band. So if it's going 4 zones, because it starts at contact and then short, medium, long, extreme. So that's -4 damage. That's 11 damage that he did. So 11 minus 4, so he did 7 fucking damage. The armor soaks one of them, so that's exactly its whole rating, but it does not do hull damage. So you are doing major component damage.
Oh God.
Does it
And
specify which type of damage? Which type
Is
of
it
component
possible to
damage?
use one of those successes to like target a specific system, or is
you
it
can't
just
do targeted shots.
okay? Okay.
All right. Well, not
Hopefully
if
it
you.
doesn't blow up the entire freaking ship.
Oh
Because isn't
God.
that like one of the like
Yeah, the objective is
component
to board the
damages?
ship. So let's hold on. Yeah, because if the reactor overloads is major component damage.
Let's see the dice gods
Where
what
the
they say.
where the fuck is it? Subtable. There it is. Way too many tabs in this fucking thing. Or actually, major. Okay, spaceship
RTM,
major.
you could like, assuming they survive, you could try like broadcasting them to surrender, basically.
Oh, let's see.
This is only the taste.
Okay, so you take out their displacement drive, so they can't jump out of the system.
Okay. I was very
Hell
worried
yeah.
for a minute.
No running.
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
allowed
they
to
can
run.
repair it, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they can repair it, but they're you know, it would take time. So the displacement drive is offline.
I imagine like that they all get ready, like they all man the battle stations. The next thing they know,
Yeah. So
sparkles.
There you go.
Warp drive is offline, Captain.
yeah.
Tobias,
So
see that enemy ship position? I don't want to see
She's
it
barely
anymore.
holding together.
yeah. So because you guys would not be able to, I mean, none of your other weapons or countermeasures are in range, and the engineering team does not have any actions. Well, I don't think there's anything the engineers can do currently, because you have not taken any damage, and you're not close enough to cycle the airlock, and I doubt you're going to fucking activate the self-destruct. So, um,
Hmm.
Not right
so,
now, I don't think. I don't think we
all right.
need to activate
So
the self-destruct.
the enemy crew, yeah. So the enemy crew, because they're not in range, and there's not really any kind of countermeasures they can do, they're going to just basically move forward.
Yeah, we're just moving.
Exactly. So
Moving.
you'll find that space combat is actually very quick, especially because you're not fighting Mikey the Hut, who had his Xbox controller batteries go dead and rendering unable to control the ship. So,
I mean, it also doesn't help that I just rolled 21 dice.
Yeah, that
so
that really helped.
so round
Yeah.
2, Artyom is going to do command again. So you want him to buff Tobiah again?
Hell yeah.
All right. So he rolls command. He got 2 successes. Do you want him to push?
Mm-hmm.
Another 3 successes, so you get +5 from Artyom when you go to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And as the pilot, again, he's not going to do anything. He's just the plan. His plan is basically like once you guys get into this zone, you can board.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Assuming you don't blow up the ship first, but um, so okay, so pilot. Okay, so gunners. In this case, again, Tobias, the only one with enough range. And I will say in advance
Mhm.
because I believe it is Dave who's manning the countermeasures.
Mhm.
Yes.
You can fire those as an out of turn incidental. So like
Reactive.
if the enemy,
Okay.
yeah, if the
Yeah.
enemy shoots at you, then you can do your turn like out of sequence. Just so you know.
Understood.
So all right, Tobias, fire again. Um, so
All
So
right.
you
plus
get a
5
plus.
plus 2 plus 2.
You get a yeah, you get
Yeah.
a 7 because your talent.
And plus 2 for the beam, if he's
Oh yeah, the
rolling
beam
just
itself
normally.
also gives you a fucking
Yeah.
bonus. So
So I get the +2 from my own self, and then the
+2
other
from the
5 that
particle
he.
beam, and then a +5 from
Yeah.
Mark. So you're rolling 19.
Yes.
Uh.
So a total plus 9 of your normal range
Yeah,
combat
so
if you
just
just
rolled
roll
range
in
combat
Yeah.
with a
range combat.
+9. So
Yes. 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 And I should have a
Oh,
stress.
wait. Yeah.
Oh,
that was not enough dice. So I'll delete.
that was 10. But yeah. Okay.
I'll delete that roll and
Right
then
click, and then so I get a base 9 bonus to this roll.
yeah, because 5 from Arteon, 2 from your talent, and then 2 from the particle beam itself. Okay. Um. So no pushing that one.
Mm-hmm.
Um. And I need to double check something. Does
Sorry.
how
Did we have Artyom try to get them to surrender?
he didn't. Because I
Okay, we
thought.
can maybe do it the next time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, next round you're going to be in boarding range, so you might as well just board them. So,
Okay.
Ramming
Well,
speed.
yeah, they'll
um,
surrender to your faces. That's how it's gonna
so,
go.
hold on,
Mm-hmm.
I need to double check. So, stress and panic in space combat. So stress response.
Yeah, there's a special
Roll,
type.
hold on, roll normally on the. Okay, so the stress response is basically exactly the same. Well, actually, target lock or no, why does it say target lock? That's just typical free league fuckery. So, but I mean, so tunnel vision is 2. Um, okay, so
Yeah, that's what I got.
okay, so yeah, so then you're fine. I was just trying to make sure that it didn't translate to as something on a different table, but anyway, so you got that is so 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in this case, because they are so hold on, so it's like let me just double check the range thingy again because there is a thing for how many zones counts as range. Um,
I think they're technically in long range now because it's 4 zones away, right?
that yeah, that'd be yeah 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they're at long range from you.
Mm-hmm.
So so then in that case it's just -3 instead of -4 damage. So you're still doing 5 damage. Then the countermeasures, or not the countermeasures, the armor takes 1. That's still 4 damage, and that is over their whole, or not their whole limit. They're over half their whole limit. So that means they take another major component damage.
Please don't explode, Shippy. Shippy McShip, we barely knew ye. Please don't explode. Disable the weapons, Shippy, please, Shippy.
Reactor breach, but not a reactor detonation. So
Okay.
Great, we can come in and fix that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're not going to explode. They're just going to die of radiation poisoning.
They have
And
no
they
option
lost
but to
well,
all
board us.
well.
they
So
lost
strong
all
radiation is
propulsion.
in the reactor. It's weak radiation, which is
True.
1 per shift in the rest of the ship. So for the sake of the
True.
encounter, it's probably not going to affect you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Plus, they lost all propulsion. Or
oh yeah,
just
So
that's
yeah,
yeah.
so they just
So they can't
so they're just
outmaneuver.
drifting. Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
move.
They're
Yeah,
going the same
Well,
speed, but they can't change speed.
yeah, exactly.
exactly.
So, um, okay, so, um, and yeah, as I said before, basically we just skip to the next round because, um, the rest of the crew unfortunately can't act just yet. Um, now the captain of this ship, is going to give an order, to his crew now that some of the weapons are in range. Um, so he will roll command. Okay, so he has that. And
Excuse me.
you know, pilot wouldn't do anything anyway because the ship's basically just adrift. The gunner of that ship is going to fire missiles at you.
Defensive decoys.
Yeah, well, depending on if it hits. Okay, so range is long. Okay, so a short lance missile, like you have like like a radar lock, like rapid beeping. There's a missile coming at you. So Dave, roll for the. I mean, you can either roll. Well, you might as well roll from the sheet because you can't push anyway.
Okay.
So from the Merkava sheet, just roll the countermeasures as yourself. God damn. All right. Well, so they don't hit you because it cancels successes, not
Hell
damage.
yeah.
Even if it did cancel damage, you'd still cancel out all of it. So, yeah. So,
For once, when it mattered, Dave did
hmm
not fuck up.
yeah. So,
Nice.
the basically the sensor drone,
Freaking
you
meme.
fire out like a like a decoy with a copy of your ship's transponder, so the missile goes after that instead of your ship and explodes, however many miles away from you. Um, and yeah, so the rest of the crew can't do any actions. So, the ship's. I'll just move your ship just for that. Um, so round 3. So for Artyom, he will do another command, and this time he could potentially boost like everybody. So, what do you want him to do for command roll?
So can we board them at this point or
Well,
not?
you have to wait. So basically, the how boarding works is um, for. Let me just go to actions. So the pilot would do a um, a dock action, which this action can only be attempted if the target ship is at contact at the start of the stretch and if both ships have the same approach
Mhm.
velocity. Roll for piloting modified by the thrusters rating. If successful, your engineers may try to breach the enemy ship. So, you I mean, he can do that, right after this command. But I just want to know, what is he doing for this command? Do you want him to boost one of your weapon systems, or do you want to give him a boost to whichever engineer is going to cycle the airlock?
Just gonna breach the doors.
Okay, so which of the engineers is going to do that, Kelly or Fergus?
I'll do it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
he
for
will.
Ferguson push.
Yeah, so he will RTM for his command. So he at least gets one success. He does panic, but he gets keeping cool. So,
Okay.
so you get a +1 whenever you go to do that, which we'll cross that in a sec. Um, now he has to roll piloting. The thrusters rating on the Merkava is 0, so there's no penalty or bonus. So he will roll piloting. 2 successes. There we go. So yeah, so
Nice.
Very
he
nice.
manages to maneuver alongside the Providence. For gunner actions, I mean, do you want to fire any weapons? Because I mean, you could skip straight to you trying to board the ship if you want.
Ramming speed.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'd
think.
rather
I
them
mean,
less
I don't think we
damaging
want to
than
risk
further.
blowing them up when we're docking.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
let's not
gunners hold
tempt
fire.
fate.
Then I will say, I mean, Dave, if you want to fire countermeasures, you can potentially do that. If they shoot at you, but which is probably
Tobiah
not
just
going to
runs to the
happen.
airlock waiting.
So now, for the engineers, let me just double check the initiative phase.
I just,
Engineering
I
phase.
do, I do want to say I really want to just like overpower the engine so we ram it, and the last thing you guys will hear is just me go wild card.
Yeah.
So, for okay, so, the navigation. Wait, what? Movement. Okay, navigations officer is considered the pilot. All right, that's a very weird way of phrasing it, but okay. So he does dock. So now we just need Fergus to do a heavy machinery with a +1. If successful, you breach the
Oh,
target ship,
I didn't
which
do that correct.
I mean you succeed anyway. So yeah, so you guys breach the fucking ship. Um, so
We're
now,
in.
space combat ends. Um, and I mean you don't have to open the airlock right away. You can wait for everybody to get in position. Um,
Hmm.
I'll say that So for boarding procedures, so the Lombardi's Lions will guard your ship. Um,
Mhm.
do you want to bring Isabella with you to join the killing spree, or do you want to leave her on the ship?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
So she
Bring
revs up
Isabella.
this
It's like
fryer, brings up the
you,
heavy incinerator,
we specifically state that you can kill everybody but this one person.
and she says, "Very well, I will grant you that favor. Everyone else dies except for the one person you want to spare." So
Yeah.
Providence, I will bring us to this map of Deck A, which you guys should have vision of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
You
bringing
were
my I'm bringing my harpoon gun as well, just
Don't
in
worry,
case.
guys. I've got my maintenance. I've got my
yeah.
maintenance jack.
Okay. So you are entering from this airlock because I didn't see any other airlocks on the ship. So um,
Yeah.
so I will just drag RTM and then hold on, are there walls on this map? Yes. So I'll just drag you guys into the room. Um, so RTM. Well, who's going on point is the $1 million question.
Probably me.
All right. So Tobiah takes point.
I think our heavyweights, yeah, should Tobiah, Kelly, and Isabella.
All right. Kelly, I mean, do you want to go on point as well?
Yeah, I'll go on
Because
point.
given the corridor, I'll say up to 2 people can do it, so it could be Tobiah and Kelly, or Tobiah and Isabella, or whoever you want to do.
I won't bring the smart gun this time. I'll just bring the F44A
Oh.
pulse rifle.
Why wouldn't you bring
And
the
I will
smart gun? You
pack.
just got more ammo for it.
We don't
I
know how
don't.
heavy the resistance is, just lay
Yeah,
and rip.
doesn't that also aim though? The smart gun, or am I
Yeah,
getting
I mean
confused?
they both have the same bonus
That's true.
modifier, so yeah, the
Yeah.
smart gun just does more
Yes,
damage.
yeah. So let me
So okay, hold on. So
add
okay, so
that
I
to
got all
my
the
sheet.
PCs, or actually no, hold on.
Well,
I don't
why is David next to me? No reason why he shouldn't be. Just wondering.
But do you want him behind you?
Well, no, it's up to him. You know, he's a great guy.
So you basically,
I'm
yes,
here to
you
protect you.
let me just get to my my notes here. So when you you board you breach the airlock and you see there are a bunch of guys waiting for you, um all armed, and
Do they all have armor?
yes,
Okay.
specifically M3 armor.
Okay.
Pick hit him with the pocket sand.
No, I don't think it's gonna do.
That was the sensor pod jamming.
Radar about to be jammed. Okay, and I think it's an easier question to ask who doesn't have fast reflexes.
Like McGregor.
I don't.
Okay. So I'll just okay. So you don't. Well, Tobias on first anyway, so I'm not going to bother rolling for him. Dave also. So uh, Comrade Rushanov is going to. Okay, it's 5 or 6, so we'll just stay at 5. Kelly, draw another card. You can go from 6 to 4. Jack, you can go. Well, you're at 7, so your other choice is a 9. And Isabella, I don't believe has fast reflexes, so she'll stay where she is.
Yeah.
Do you want to swap the order around? Because you can trade with people on your side.
Do you want our team to give orders and then me shoot and possibly,
Yeah, we can do that boosting, yeah.
I would say either Kelly or maybe me going instead of Dave.
Okay.
Well,
Because I think both of us have better weapons than Dave, and we might be able to take out one
I
of
have a
well,
two.
Dave has a pulse rifle as well, just FYI.
yeah.
But you can't push.
Exactly. I'm on the backup. Yeah, I will be behind you, but
Or we could have Tobiah swap with RTM and Tobiah take the second spots. Tobiah can give orders.
exactly.
You mean RTM
I think it would
give
be.
orders?
I think it
Yep.
would be better to have 2 people that can
Swap
attack.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
I think the attack is just better. Or 2 attacks are better than
Oh,
1
Well,
attack.
keep in mind,
oh,
Artyom can
I get
command
what you
and
mean.
attack.
Mm-hmm.
So he could give
Oh.
one command to Tobiah, and then he can shoot himself. I mean, he's not really the best shot, admittedly.
Yeah,
but
he kind of sucks at it, but
yeah.
yeah.
So
I
okay.
certainly hope he doesn't shoot himself. But
It's not going to be like a certain cop shooting himself at the very start of Terra Nova, but anyway.
We don't
As an
need
old ass joke, I'm sure
Comrade
my big
Botskalevsky shooting
Yeah.
here.
Just let me out
So-
one of them guards.
okay,
Let me out
so-
one of them
Yeah,
guards.
I get
Knock
the
off
other
enough to
Okay.
jump.
So, in all seriousness, who's taking Dave's spot?
Let's give them Kelly.
All right, Kelly.
Yeah, I'll
So
swap
they
with
can-
Dave.
All right, so
Yeah,
swap
Minson.
initiative with Dave. Okay, so all right, begin encounters. So yeah, so Spia, you are up,
Aiming, but I am
and these
going
guys are
to...
short. Like everything in this zone is short range from you.
All right. Well, I'm not aiming. I'm just full on machine gunnering. You know,
All right.
just standard size. They are in short range, firing full auto, and away we go.
Okay, well you still succeed even though you panic, so
Yep.
you can shoot again.
Uh,
Who's your initial target?
We're going with the whoever's first in the initiative, and then we're going.
That would be this guy right here.
All right,
So,
and then...
You can mouse over their thing in the
Yeah.
combat order, and it'll
This
highlight.
guy
Yeah,
is going to
well,
try
I-
to dodge.
Okay.
He fails.
You can still continue full autoing.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, are you hitting the same target or a different one?
Same guy.
Okay. I'll tally up all the damage once.
Yep.
Alright.
And then
You can hit him again.
last one. Yep. Full auto.
Okay.
We'll push that last roll.
All right.
Just to make sure that he's
Yeah.
you know, extra crispied.
Okay. So that is, let's see. So 4 damage on the first hit.
Oh, did
that?
I actually just roll then? Sorry.
Yeah.
So hold on. So that's 4 damage on the first shot, 3 damage on the second, 3 damage on the third. Hold on, wait.
It should be 6 on the third. Because I
Sorry,
got 4 successes.
Sorry, I was looking at my inventory and accidentally clicked on
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
name.
no
And
shit.
then if you
Happen.
take into account armor for each one, you just count the successes. Because it's armor piercing.
Right. So the first shot did 3.
Yep.
Second one did 2.
hmm
The third one did 2, and you said you got an extra 2 successes on the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely enough to kill this guy, which, I mean, again, with these just generic mercenaries, I'm assuming you're not trying to take him alive, you're just trying to kill him.
Yeah.
We promised Isabella we wouldn't
That's
take
right,
anyone
I
else
just wanted
alive.
to make sure
Yeah.
you're honoring your
Yeah,
promise
no.
to her.
I'm
So,
honoring my promise.
Just
I
for
went
flair,
full
you
on.
shoot him and shoot off his ear in the process, but he's dead.
Oh damn!
So, pump this guy full of lead.
Necklace set of
and,
ears.
So, um,
God,
so
reminds of Universal Soldier.
yeah.
Freaking
So
Dolph Lundgren and his
now,
necklace of
Tobiah,
ears.
were you just shooting or did you also aim? What are you
I did not aim. I just full autoed.
Alright.
I'm saving my
Mhm.
other action.
to dodge? Okay. So
Dodge or other thing I have.
okay. Yeah, I think I know what other thing you're talking about. Okay, Kelly, you're up. So one of the mercenaries just gets ripped to pieces.
I see that. Yeah, I'm gonna target this guy. Yeah, I won't aim, but I will go full auto.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. He is short range to me. Have my weapon specialist +2.
Weapon
From
specialist is
the-
only for the smirk gun though.
Yeah, raise the
That's what I meant.
Alright.
Adding at the modifier.
Okay.
Short, no cover. Burn full auto, can't conserve ammo. Okay, so
I'm looking forward to the big Helldivers update next week. This week, whatever.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see.
Okay. There's the
There's a
first
star.
shot. Here's the second.
That's better. Yeah.
People constantly talk about the smart gun or the pulse rifles like the iconic weapon of aliens, but I honestly think that's underselling the smart gun.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, it's just shorter and earlier in the
You only
film, but
see it
yeah.
going in like 1 or 2 scenes, right? Just that first scene, because then both they lose both of them.
Right.
I think the big
Yeah.
thing about it is that I was about to say this is just the sound design of them firing.
Yeah.
It's just
Distorted sort of firing sound, which funnily enough, like I actually heard on that subject something kind of interesting is that apparently the sound was basically just to get the distortion. They just like fired the actual weapons, but they had the microphone underwater to get that distortion effect.
yeah.
I
I don't know
don't
if that's
remember
actually
if
true,
that.
but I haven't heard any contrary explanation, so that's what I'm going with. But anyway, so Kelly, so are you firing a third shot?
Yes.
Okay.
And my third shot I'll put on
Okay.
this guy up
Yeah,
here.
because I was too busy running my GIF in chat. So who was okay? So first and second shot, were they targeting the same person or
Yeah, the first
or,
and second were on
this
that guy.
guy? Okay.
Okay, and here's the third one.
Okay. So
Nice.
all right. So we'll resolve. Okay. So this guy's obviously going to try to dodge.
Yep.
And let's see. So mobility. Oh, he does. He actually dodges the first shot.
Oh, I'm
So
very shocked.
Motherfucker.
well, I mean, just barely. You had one success and he got one success, so he
Yeah.
canceled out. So technically, I think that would mean wouldn't that mean the second shot would miss, or would he have to dodge that separately? I never
Well,
had an enemy
we ruled last time that it doesn't kind of stop the full autoing with Jack's thing. I remember in the last session we kind of decided on it because it's not clear in the book at all.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, it also makes sense that he dodges out of the way, and you're just tracking him with the
the
full
aim
auto.
assist, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So he does dodge the first 3 damage, but he
He's a sitting duck for the
yeah,
second shot.
he'll take the second one in full. So his armor soaks one of it, so he's still got 4 damage incoming. So he takes well, I mean, are you doing all damage or are you going to do a stunt?
Yeah, I'll just do all damage.
Okay, so he's almost killed. And then the other guy here is going to attempt to dodge as well. And he completely dodges it.
Motherfucker.
I'm
Now
shocked.
the fun part, because he was near the outer hole and you
Oh.
missed.
Oh,
I love this. We haven't seen this often.
Yeah. So let's check the hull
no. Oh
breach
no, I blow a
rules.
whole hole. Oh no.
Potentially. So where is explosive decompression?
Sorry.
If
I don't know
guys.
if you did enough damage.
well, here's how it works. So
It's 4 damage.
if
I
a shot
think.
misses its target in the zone next to an outer bulkhead that can potentially be breached, the GM rolls 1 stress die on a panic. The barrier's breached. I'll actually let you roll it.
Oh god.
Oh.
So roll a stress dice, and if you get a splat,
Okay,
then the hole is breached. Oh, you got so lucky.
Yep. I'll also roll one for myself because I
Yeah,
think
I would
that
say yeah, definitely.
this would
I forgot
definitely
about your
cause
ability, like just a big oh shit
like
moment.
panic as well. Just
Okay,
oh
so you're fine.
crap.
So
That got very badly.
yeah, that's fodder for a
that could have been ugly.
okay.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so you do hit the
That's my
one guy.
turn.
This guy dodged, so that was a very interesting.
Yep. And I did save an action to dodge myself.
All right.
So I
So
have
the
a feeling I'll need it.
one mercenary is dead, so he's not going. This dude right here, he only has an action to shoot because he dodged. So he's going to just shoot at Kelly with his. He actually, you see him reaching for the underbarrel grenade launcher, or I mean, it's a grenade launcher, but it might not be loaded with HE. So he is going to. I got to make
Oh,
that
God.
active. Yeah, it's like time to play what is loaded in this grenade launcher.
I don't like this game.
So and he
What's in
succeeds
that
with 2 successes.
Pokeball?
He's shooting at you with buckshot canisters.
Okay, that's not horrible.
Well, it does a
Is
hell
it
of a lot of
mobility
damage.
to dodge
Yeah,
it?
it's a mobility to dodge, and you're canceling successes.
Kelly, I hope
Okay.
you like Swiss cheese, because that's what you're going to look like.
She also
Okay,
has
so
the tough thing talent that she can shrug it
Okay,
off.
so you cancel both the successes, so he.
Whack-a-mole.
Now I will say that is still another stress roll because just this
yeah,
loud
just
discharge of basically an underbarrel shotgun that just narrowly misses you.
Is that enough damage that it would actually cause a whole breach,
Oh,
though?
oh goodness.
well,
No,
technically, like
No.
if you look at the direction that he's firing in, it's hitting a wall. It would just breach this other room.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to roll like a whole breach.
Oh
It's
great.
not armor piercing.
My
So now
panic
we need
condition
to.
is kicking in.
Yeah,
My mental
now we're gonna
trauma.
roll your mental trauma thing. Hold on. I'm gonna just make a note of that, and we'll address that at the end of the session. So hold on.
Oh
Okay.
great, my 2 empathy. This
Yeah.
is great.
Well, we ruled that it's basically just if you get the panic result, then you get it.
Right.
There's not a second layer. So
Right.
that was updated. So but you don't. At least you don't take any damage. But
I
that
mean, you're less
mercenary.
pathetic in the moment.
Yeah. Mercenary has gone. Dave,
Okay.
you're up.
I'm thinking, do I want to switch with Artyom and maybe Artyom
You
then with
cannot
Isabella?
switch right now because remember you swap at the start of the round.
Oh, yeah. I should have done that earlier. Let me see who I can go for. So both of these mofos have been damaged.
Yeah, this guy. Well, this guy hasn't
Hmm.
been damaged at all. He dodged
Oh,
Kelly,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this guy
he
is almost dead.
dodged.
And then this guy is in mint condition. So
Knowing Dave's rolls, no, fuck it. I'm gonna go for a healthy one, full auto. Come on, Dave. Come on, do something useful.
which healthy one? This one by the outer hole, or this one by the inner hole?
By the inner,
All right.
the one next to the dead guy.
Okay.
The one that got riddled the bullets and had his ear shot off.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice indeed.
On the up and up.
So this guy's going to attempt to dodge because he hasn't done any dodge yet. So mobility. He doesn't dodge any of it. Now my question: were you full autoing?
Nice. Yes, I was.
All right, do another shot if you so choose. Okay, that one you missed. Do you want to use a story point to succeed if you have one, or are you fine with just the first shot?
He didn't succeed with a dodge, so I'm not gonna push my luck. Already lost some ammo to it. I need the story points for other
Okay,
shenanigans.
so then you hit him for 4 damage. His armor soaks 1, so he takes 3.
Okay.
So,
I have another reactive thing I can do if
alright.
he decides to retaliate.
So, Comrade Sovietsky here is going to, well, he'll do one command and then he will shoot. Well, do you want him to shoot and do command or do 2 commands?
I think the 2 commands would be
Alright.
beneficial.
Yeah, he's better
Commanding
than shooting.
Isabella to,
Yeah, I
commence
was
with the
thinking that
murder.
he's gonna tell Isabella to turn that guy into a giant human-shaped hunk of charcoal, and the other command he gives, I'll leave that up to the players. Who do you want him to boost? Do you want him to boost
Who's up?
Fergus or Jack?
Give it to Fergus.
In-
Maybe Fergus can do something with
All
it.
right. So the first command he does, this is for Isabella. So he rolls command. He gives her a +1, and I had one of the mercenaries selected, but that was RTM's rule. So he gives her a +1, and then he does command again. That's another +1 for Fergus. So basically, the two of them get a +1.
Okay.
So next up is well, Isabella is given a +1 to shoot this guy. Who would you be planning on targeting, Fergus? The same guy Isabella's going after, or one of the two that are already injured?
Oh, the. Hmm.
The injured one, because you don't want to get caught with a Flammenwolfer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the injured one. And the thing is, part of me really wants to run and dive at him.
I mean, yeah, if you want to attack him in melee, you can.
Um, because hang on, hang on, give me a second. I just need to check something. Uh,
Wrenches hit hard.
yeah, I'm gonna attempt to FNAF 2 Foxy jump scare him.
Okay. So which one are you moving towards? Because you'd use
the
a
the injured one, the
well,
injured one.
this guy and this guy are both injured. It's just this guy's more injured.
Um, I'll go for this guy, for the bottom guy.
All right. So you move into engage range with him, and yeah, you get a +1 to attack him.
Okay, so it'd be close combat.
Well,
You can
we'll roll.
select the wrench
Yeah.
from the
Like, what
inventory
weapon are you
roll, or
using to hit
whatever
him?
melee
Oh
weapon.
right, okay, yeah, I'm
Are you
gonna hit
using
him
a
with the
knife, a
mains.
blunt
Yeah,
instrument, or a torch?
I'm gonna hit with the mains. Ooh,
If I knew you were gonna,
because he's in armor,
charge in, I
so
would have
blunt
lent
would
you
be
my
good,
fire
but at the
axe.
same time, I'm gonna go knife and attempt to get into like the area under the armor.
All right. So
Then check the weak spot when
yeah,
you click on it.
yeah. When you click on the
Uh,
knife, there's a target weak spot. So make sure that's selected. It gives you -2 dice, but it ignores 1 point armor.
where I don't see that.
If you click, oh, hold on. So if you click combat knife, oh, interesting. It doesn't actually have that functionality. So, all right. Well, apparently that's only for ranged weapons. So just roll close combat.
Would it? Would I get? Do I roll with my knife or do I
Yeah,
roll
you just
close
click
combat?
combat knife. Because if you roll from
Okay.
the knife gives you a +1 bonus, which is automatically like accounted
Do
for.
I need to add the +1 bonus for the command?
Yes, you right click
Yes.
on it and then you add you
Base
type 1.
modifier 1.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I got a
Do you
success!
want to push?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna push that.
All right.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Another
Nice.
success. So okay, then the panic or the stress response is
Cool.
fine. So you do his armor actually
Oh,
does so well the base damage, but the extra success gets through. So you hit him for 1, and he's you stab him, and when you pull the knife out, it's bleed. I mean, there's a lot of blood dripping off of that knife. Um, so um, so that guy's
Oh
almost
boy.
dead. Um, as for Jack, um, RTM didn't boost you, so you pretty much have free reign of targets. Do you want to shoot at this guy or this guy? I mean, you could technically also shoot at this guy, but if you miss, then you might hit Fergus.
If you're saying something, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if you're AFK, Magus, but
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking Fergus to do something.
no, I was asking you because it's your turn now.
Yep. Okay. I will shoot who number. Oh, I guess Fergus is engaged, right? So I can't target him.
You can. It's just that
Maybe.
if you miss, you might hit Fergus.
please don't kill me.
Okay, I'll target the number 10 guy.
You won't die, I won't let you.
That guy.
If I get injured and David has to care for me, kill me.
Okay.
I don't
So I'm
trust him.
gonna. Can I use one of my actions to move to where if I miss, it won't breach the hull?
Yeah, if you want to maneuver in the zone, you can move to like here, and then like for example, if you shoot, this way, then you could hit this guy and finish him off and not be a risk of a hull breach.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
This guy here.
Yeah. Low HP and full HP, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm shooting the guy that's gonna go next. So yeah. So I'll shoot and full auto.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right.
Oh shit! I meant to conserve ammo with that.
Oh.
Can I just re-roll?
Yeah.
Well, you
You
can
can.
still do it by saying that the extra success is for conserving ammo, and
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
th-
Then yes.
yeah, and you
All right.
just re-add your ammo manually in the
Yeah.
thing in the
So,
gun.
Yes.
this dude. So his armor soaks 1, but that 1 getting through is enough to kill him. So just for flair, I will crit. Oh, you shoot him in the leg and he'll just bleed out. So um, okay, so that mercenary is dead. And you know, uh, Isabella.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I can keep shooting,
oh,
right?
right. I didn't realize. I thought you were still full autoing.
If you conserve ammo, you can't
Yeah, if
full
you're
auto.
if you conserve ammo, you have to you forfeit full auto.
Oh, okay.
And since you lost the ammo, you wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
full auto anyway
exactly.
in that sense.
So
So yeah, better just conserve in this case.
Okay.
so
So then, yeah. Okay. Then
okay.
I'm done.
Isabella is going to part the crowd, firing a few quick bursts of the flamethrower to make sure it's revved up, kind of like Vickers does when she's leaving the Prometheus, and she's going to fucking immolate this guy, or try to. So she gets um, plus a +1. Where's her flamethrower? Target range is short. She'll actually do a careful aim and get a +1 from this as well. And let's see how she does. So she hits him for uh yeah, 4 damage, and he's not going to dodge, so he just kind of turns and shouts out quickly before it gets blasted with the fucking flamethrower. Um, his armor soaks 2 of it, but he still takes 2 damage. And now slash R 12d6. See if he catches fire, which miraculously he doesn't.
Aw.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Damn.
So um, so he gets blasted with a fucking flamethrower, and yeah, this mercenary here, I think he dodged, so he is not going to um, you know, block or close count. Like what he will do, let's see, because
I mean, I did get a stab in on him.
yeah, I mean he's going to attack you. It's just that he's not going to melee you. So what he's going to do is he's basically just going to try to point blank you with a buckshot canister. So
Ooh boy.
um,
And
so
this is where he will miss because he's bleeding out.
we'll see if he gets a
No,
lucky
this is where
shot.
he gets like 9 hits.
He missed.
Ferguson the Oracle.
So um, although because he missed and he was hitting, shooting past Fergus.
Is buckshot armor piercing?
Well, we shall see, because there was a mention of check page 79 to see if this is, hold on, so where is explosive decompression? Where's page 79 in my PDF? It's actually easier to find it that way, I think. So 79, where is the thing for a hull breach? For barriers, if the armor level is higher than the base damage of the weapon, not just equal, after any modifiers for ammunition and weak spots, the attack cannot breach the armor no matter how many successes are rolled. So now I need to figure out what the breach limit is. If it's an outer bulkhead, then it's probably pretty fucking durable. I just need to
It
figure
should
out
be an outer bulkhead.
where the hell is it. Yeah, but I mean, it's an outer bulkhead. I just need to figure out like what the
Yeah.
what the rating is. So armor or wait, barriers. Um, Typical barriers. Outer bulkhead is armor level 3. Um, However, if it's I think it said it was, if it's higher than the base damage of the weapon, not just equal. So technically it's not higher because it's still 3. So
Yeah.
that is actually a risk of a hull breach. So 1ds. Okay, it doesn't breach.
Phew.
So yeah, so buckshot canister goes off and misses, like, goes wide. And that guy's gone. And yeah, I know we're at the 4 o'clock mark, but what I'm planning to do is we'll finish out this encounter and then call it. So this
Yep.
dude, I believe already. I mean, he dodged once. Um, so he is going to shoot at. I'm going to roll a d2, see if he shoots at the guy next to him or the psychopathic android. Uh, he shoots at Jack, so views him as easier pickings. Uh, so he
Okay.
fires.
If it took me an action to move earlier, then I wouldn't be able to dodge.
Yeah, you had to reposition
Shit.
and then also to shoot. So
Do you have armor?
Yeah,
Which one?
I have the ape suit.
Oh
I is
shit.
diving in front of it.
okay, you can bodyguard if he hits. Okay, so he does hit. So that is 3 damage coming your way, unless you have to buy if you spend an
Yeah,
action to
I
bodyguard.
bodyguard
Okay, so now you're taking the 3
because
damage.
I didn't.
Right, I know you
I didn't
didn't
spend
do
anything,
anything.
so
Yeah.
I put back on my M3 armor. So
Okay, so you have your M3
I'm
armor.
willing.
So in that case, you only take 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you block the hit for him, and I would say you're over here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, no, dive. Get down,
So
Mr. President.
yeah. So round 2. Does anybody want to swap initiatives?
Jack is like, I can't remember. Have you done that before? Because Jack would be kind of surprised to see you like
I
a
did that.
madman.
I did that before to Kelly once, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we fine with the current initiative, or does anybody want to swap around?
I'm fine with it.
I'm
I
fine.
think it's okay.
All right. So speaking of Tobiah, it's now your
Mhm.
turn, and you've got this dude right here.
I will be like, say hello to my little friend,
All right.
and proceed to empty the machine gun into his chest.
All right.
Dude, we want firing full auto, and we'll do the weak spot.
Okay. Okay. So you do hit him.
Yep.
And then all right, you fire again. He'll try to dodge the first shot.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Same thing for the second one.
Yep. He'll only just dodge the first shot. So anyway, so he gets 1 success, so he cancels out the extra damage. But he's still taking at least 1. So and
Well,
then
he would be taking 2.
his
Oh no.
armor. You did weak spot, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did weak
that's what's
Oh,
spot.
okay.
wrong
So
with
in
them.
that case, yeah, then he
Yeah.
would take the full. I forgot that you said that. So
Yeah.
all right, so he's taking
Yeah.
2 for the first hit. And then for the second hit,
3 for the
no,
second
he's
hit.
dead. He's dead. No, you don't need to fire again.
Bleh.
Internal
Can
bleeding.
I shoot at the one that's Fergus's?
Well, that doesn't
Yeah,
sound that bad. That's
yeah,
where
you
the
can,
blood's
you
meant
can,
to be.
you can shoot. You can
Yes.
fire a third shot at a different target. So
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
all right. Wow. Um. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, he only took 2 because it's doing the ammo supply roll. Or wait, no, that's stress rolls.
Yeah, that's panic.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah, don't
the
worry.
guy is taking the full damage. So
Mhm.
he's just outright dead. Um, yeah, even though that, I mean, he's still dead, but I just think that's kind of funny.
God damn.
It just comes in
He
with.
relieved all stress by dying.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's
I
dead, so
mean,
he's no longer stressed.
Yeah.
death
Well,
is the ultimate stress reliever.
you
Yeah.
can't say that a dead person is unfocused. They are really focused on being dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So
I think when you shoot that guy, Mike Ferguson is going to jump back a little bit and then look at you. And go, Jesus Christ!
I didn't miss.
I was
um,
right there.
so, and I
At
will
least I
say, and
didn't
then
shoot at you with my eyes
yeah,
closed.
for the sort of obligatory cliffhanger, it's around the time that the final group of mercenary, well, the last man in this particular group of mercenaries goes out, that there is an announcement over the intercom, not necessarily um like not targeting you. You can kind of assume, well, especially because it would be directly addressed to um Edina and all to the crew, that you hear somebody from the bridge basically saying, like, sending out a distress call and reporting to all personnel on the ship that there's essentially going to be, they sent in a message that they were under attack, and they gave the description in the transponder and all that, so they know it's you.
Huh.
And basically a response frigate will be arriving on scene in 15 minutes. So you've got 15 minutes to, I mean, there are a number of things you can do, as we'll soon get into, but basically, like, the Armageddon
Yeah.
clock is ticking.
Hmm.
Nice,
So,
nice.
and on that, we will end the session.
Hey.
And
So,
Tobiah just being a straight up madman killing 3 people.
yeah. So you get, so you all get 5 XP,
Woo.
Okay.
which, I mean, you technically can spend now.
I'm spending 10 XP to go from range combat 3 to 4.
All right.
And it's what? It's 5 for 1, 2, and 3, and then 10 for 4 and 5.
Well, 10 for 4 and 15 for
15 for
5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was checking.
You know what?
So
Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably might be a good idea. I'm
1,
gonna
2,
put
3,
my
4,
my
5.
10 experience that I have into close combat to get that up to 2.
Well, no,
Nice.
you would need to, I mean, it would be just 5 to go from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
No, I'm on 0.
Oh, if you're going if you're going from 0, then it's 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be a solid
nice.
strategy.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Kelly, we now need to roll for your new mental trauma. Um,
Oh boy,
so I need to
New
double
trauma,
can't
who it is?
wait.
so I need to double check the where's the different mental traumas, and like I said, if it's one that doesn't make sense for your situation, then we will re-roll.
I was gonna say when I was like,
So
"Oh, you less empathetic now," and you were like, "Yeah," I was like,
do
"Right."
roll
Racist.
two, like, 2d6, and then basically, the one, like, the first one is the tens die and the second one is the singles. Okay, 44 is change personality. Um, you get a new personal agenda determined by the GM or randomly generated.
Oh dear.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
Um,
boy.
and I will think on that between probably I'll get back to you. Well, I mean, or you could stick around after the session. We could potentially discuss it, but
Yeah.
because I've already got ideas,
Yeah.
very entertaining
Oh
ideas.
god.
Um, so, um, okay. So anyway, yeah. Is anybody else spending XP?
I've spent XP bringing up my mobility.
Okay.
I spent all the 20, yeah, the full 20 XP I had to get mine to 3/4,
All right.
because it was 10 to get to 3 because I had 1, and then 10 from 3 to 4.
Okay. Um, well, in sharp contrast to the social, like, political intrigue focused previous mission, how are we liking this one so far?
I mean, I got the foxy jump scare somebody, so I'm saying pretty good. And I finally got my name in the out of context quotes.
Yeah,
Nice,
playful
nice,
wall of
nice, nice.
shame. Yep.
Germany.
With the
Oh, it'll be happening.
what is it? With the I've climbed an event, but I'm mostly racist.
A true out of context line if
Mostly.
there ever was one, but goddamn. But yeah, so
just like food is the most important meal of the day.
yes.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice. Some ship combat and then some close quarters in the airlock combat that could have gone very vacuumy very fast.
Yes, indeed.
So, and now we're
I
on a
made sure
race
it
against
didn't turn into vacuumy.
For now, we'll see what happens now that we have to run for it. But
Yeah, because the
let's
Armageddon
hope they
clock
don't
is
have.
ticking.
Yeah,
So,
let's
and
hope they don't
yeah,
have many security people. If they don't have a lot of armored folk, then Dave will just be kapung kapung tranquilizing all them bastards and getting.
well, do remember that,
gone.
it was mentioned in the briefing that, these guys are the personal guard of a fucking CEO and are equipped with the best armor and weapons money can buy.
Yeah, that's a lot more fucking
So it's
guards.
highly
Yeah,
likely
a lot
that
of-
these guys are more the example rather than the exception. The guys you just killed. that is.
Gentlemen,
yeah, this is just.
I have
the
an
on-
idea.
What's the idea?
We all become vent gremlins.
Will you show us the way?
I will.
No.
Come with me, my child.
Do we have the?
You're gonna
Event
see
gremlin.
Tobiah turn into a monstrosity.
Well, he
Yeah.
tried being a vent gremlin with Speaker Vosk. It didn't work out well for him.
You're allowed, motherfucking vent gremlin. Fergus has talents for it.
Just Tobias just looks at me and goes, "Is it possible to learn these powers not from
Not from.
It's good for
Scrooge.
you.
If Fergus is gonna keep rushing in head first, then you want to borrow my characters? I bought like a fire axe a couple sessions ago to have a melee weapon.
I,
You want that?
I have a maintenance jack. I think I should be fine.
He's got
A
three
fire
melee
axe is
weapons.
armor-piercing. A fire axe is
Yeah.
armor-piercing
Yeah.
though, so with these heavily armed motherfuckers, it might be good
To be
for
fair,
you.
the one thing that I've just realized as well was I went with a knife because I was like, "Oh yeah, I can stab through. I can stab around the armor." I have a maintenance jack. I don't think he has anything covering his face. So I could have just swung.
Well, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
you
with the
technically
knife, you could
correct, but
just
the rules
go at somebody and just go.
It will be funny though if it's like, "Oh, we've got to track down this CEO and we've got to do it," and whilst you guys are just running through the halls, you can just hear my guy going through the vents.
Yeah.
It'd be like that moment in
It would be easier like
in
that.
Alien Isolation when you can actually see the alien going in the vent alongside you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about when it's like the vents that have like the side openings and you can see it crawling
Yeah.
around. Oh my god, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Have a good
I
day,
have,
everyone.
See ya.
I have become
Yeah, see you
gremlin,
next
the
week.
crawler of vents.
See ya.